hero always, despite the twists and turns of his eventful World Cup career. Bobby Moore went to the World Cup in 1962, but didn't play a single game. A year later, though, he was made England captain, leading the side as they built up to 66. But Moore might never have played in the tournament. He was in a contract dispute with West Ham and was technically a free agent. And an FA rule meant free agents were ineligible to play for England. Sir Alf Ramsey stepped in and forced West Ham and Moore to sign a deal. Phew. Then, when the final came around, Moore might not have played in that either. According to Sir Geoff Hurst's autobiography, he overheard Sir Alf discussing the idea of dropping Moore in favour of Norman Hunter to help deal with the German attack. But he stuck with Moore and didn't live to regret it. 4 years later, Moore was shrouded in controversy. On a pre-tournament team trip to Colombia, he was arrested, accused of stealing a bracelet from a gift shop, and placed under house arrest for 4 days. Perhaps the most famous match of that tournament was England's group game against Brazil, in which he made what's still described as the perfect tackle. It's so beautiful. After the game, another iconic image. The quarter-final defeat to West Germany would be his last World Cup match. England failed to qualify in '74 and Moore stepped away, leaving the most incredible legacy. He was made an inaugural inductee to the English Football Hall of Fame in 2002, and in 2007 this statue was unveiled of Moore outside the new Wembley Stadium. It was described as the finishing touch.
Good afternoon. You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Live. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy.
Hello, mate.
We are back. We're building up to England's third and final group stage match. They take on Panama in New York straight after us tonight. We're going to check in with the England and Scotland camp. Scotland fans, you still deserve to be at the World Cup after stinking the place out following 2 defeats. Cundy's going to have his say on that. Of course, we're taking your calls as well. 03 717 2233 4. We're going to talk a bit of Marcus Rashford. Should Spurs throw the kitchen sink at him, try and sign him? All that, plus we'll find out what a ridiculous outfit Chief Football Correspondent Alex Crook is wearing today. We'll get the latest on everything happening from up and down the World Cup with Kevin Hatchon. And we're going to do a little sports bar special 11. Hydration 11. You know, you can use your imagination on that. It's your show. 4 hours of O'Hara and Cundy. Can't do it without you. 03 717 2233 4. Hello, mate.
Hello, matey.
We're back.
We are back.
I feel like I see you a few hours ago.
Yeah, you did. There's a reason for that. You did.
Like, literally, I went home, slept, woke up, come back to the office, and you're here.
Yeah, I'm still here, matey. I'm still here. Well, not still here. Went home and done the same as you. Am I all right?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all
Forward to
right.
tonight?
I can't wait, actually.
So good.
Because I feel like we need a decent result, and I feel like we need a decent performance, and I think we're going to get one.
Well, the difference between this and the other games is the other ones were midweek. So it's always a bit trickier when you've got the midweek, you're juggling the family, you've got the work to go to. Saturday night,
10 o'clock.
Different animal, mate.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a dangerous one.
It's a dangerous one for the lads.
Yeah. So on the way, the amount of England shirts, look, I've seen England shirts everywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
But today, there's something going on.
Yeah.
There's a lots of WhatsApp.
You know what made me laugh?
Fire.
I went to the train station, right, to get the train. Normally, no parking spaces. You know, like normally it's a nightmare getting on the train. Everyone parks, goes into London, comes back, get back in the car. No cars. No cars.
No,
so
cars,
that means one thing and one thing only. The boys are out. The boys are out.
Mate, the WhatsApp groups will be on fire. There's going to be all sorts going on in London. and up and down the country, to be fair. But it is a different animal on a Saturday night, and the gloves are off.
The gloves are off. You know what? It'd be interesting to know because I can't remember the last time I had a 10 o'clock kickoff in a major tournament.
Oh no, I mean, no. When was
that?
Brazil, maybe Brazil, maybe South Korea.
Late doors kickoff.
Yeah,
10 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's got all the ingredients.
What's your plans?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
That's it. It's a great question.
What's the plans? I'm going to get involved. If you've got a little shindig sorted, let me and Cundy know because if you're about London, me and Cundy might be available.
I'm always available.
Always available for a night out.
Depends what's an offering.
Yeah, depends what we're going after.
Yeah. Oh dear.
03717 223344. Get your calls in on that. Yeah. But now, Cundy's been getting in some hot water recently for his takes on Scotland. In case you missed it, here's what's been said.
There's a bag outside of all the shirts in the World Cup. And whatever shirt I put in, could have been Argentina, Uruguay, and it happened to be the Haiti shirt. How unlucky am I?
I thought this was a good radio, Steve.
Scotland have returned to the World Cup with a win.
Jason Cundy wore a Haiti shirt today on air. What a disgraceful man. Don't sit on the fence, Andy.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I spilled coffee or tea. I can't remember what it was. Jay, I didn't even taste it. I spilled it all down myself.
You're in the World Cup, and all you've done is mock them.
Oh, my God, Scotland playing Morocco, aren't they?
You're the biggest meathead in Britain.
Early ball to Saibari, who's kept himself onside and smashes it into the net. Scotland 0, Morocco 1.
We'll still be the best fans there. That's all I care about.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Good trophy.
Fan of the tournament.
Worse and worse for Scotland.
You're telling me there's a chance?
Computer says no.
So computer says absolutely not.
All right.
Jason, you've been going all out. You've had some bad luck, mate, to be fair. You've had some bad luck, but, the Scotland fans, maybe, you feel like you've gone a bit hard?
No.
I feel like you've gone a bit tough.
No.
Come on.
No, not
good people out.
Not at all. So the first game, the Haiti game, there was a big bag out there. I dumped my big pour in, pulled out. First shirt was a Haiti shirt. Pure coincidence. Nothing to do about that, right? Yeah. Then Morocco comes around. I spilled coffee all over my shirt. Better come on air. I told you that. Yeah. Burnt my chest. Yeah. Okay? Nothing. Really bad luck. Then the next one, England shirt. My boys bought me it. This one here, it's been repaired. Right? You can't see the.
I thought it was ripped, that shirt.
No, they repaired it.
What do you mean? Where was the rip?
You can't see it anymore.
What do you mean?
Because honestly, the girls downstairs that repair stuff, mate. Honestly,
girls downstairs.
Yeah, I gave it to one of the girls.
Carry the tailors downstairs.
There is. No, there is. If you
where about? What floor?
I don't know. I gave it to someone. They come back with it. I don't know what floor.
What do you mean?
No, I gave
Show
it.
me the rip. You said you ripped your shirt.
It's up here somewhere. See that?
That's there you go. Is that semen?
No,
semen on your...
No. Anyway, it's invisible. Repair. And, I found a Brazil shirt. It's one of those things, Jay. And I know I've been had a bit of fun with the old Scotland fans. It ain't my fault.
I don't know if they found it fun, mate. I think you've mocked them a bit too much. I think they deserve a bit of an apology.
Well, I'm not. No, they don't expect an apology, and I'm not going to get. Look, it just so happened. I thought they'd go through. In fact, I hope they would through. I'm thinking, what shirt can I find next? What bad luck is going to incur? How much more? How can this continue? Bad luck comes in threes. You know that, don't you? The bad luck was Haiti, Morocco, Brazil for me, and for Scotland.
Yeah, for Scotland as well. Yeah, but they can still get through, mate.
They have a chance, right?
There is a chance.
So I believe that the odds are 0.007.
They're good odds, then. Mate, good percentages.
Tell you what, if there's any Scotland fans listening to this in America, go and book a hotel room. Right? You never know.
You never know.
There's a lot of things.
Get free cancellation, though.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Make sure on booking.com you get that free cancellation.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Out there as well.
Just in case.
But I don't know, 0.007. Yeah, there's options. There's options there.
It's not the best percentage, is it?
Hold on. Like 2 days ago, they had like a 46% chance.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, they got pumped by Brazil. That didn't help.
Yeah.
Do you know, in all seriousness, here's the reason Scotland are coming home. They did not score enough goals against Haiti. 1-0 against Haiti was never going to be enough to be secure.
Good team, though, Haiti.
Yeah, they actually, Haiti.
Mate, they're a good
if you think
team.
about it, Haiti should have got something out of that game.
I know. Played
Right?
well.
Haiti done all right. Then they played Morocco. I mean, they score after like 70 seconds. Then they play against Brazil. They start playing like keep ball in their own box, give the ball away. Oh, who's that? Oh, Vinny Jr., one of the best wingers in the world. He scores. I mean, come on, guys. It's been an absolute...
Cape Verde have gone through.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
What's that say about Scottish football?
Well,
Cape Verde.
This is the this is factually the easiest World Cup to get out of a group. Scotland somehow managed to screw that up. They somehow managed to screw that up. The easiest World Cup group ever in the history of World Cup. They screwed it up.
0.007 though.
Mate, there's still a chance.
There is chance. There's a good chance.
There's a chance,
well,
matey.
maybe not good chance. There's a chance.
There's a chance.
There is a chance.
If you look, if it said 0.000000001,
Yeah. Is that your bank balance?
it's still probably is actually. Right? If it said that, you're struggling. But it's 0.007, Jay.
Yeah.
No, I think I'd love to know what the Scottish fans think. I mean, it's one of those things. I was hoping they'd go through.
What do you mean?
Oh, just to see what they're going to do in the next round. They can't even do that. They can't even give me something to mock. That's how bad they are.
You have mocked them though. Some good fans up.
I've had a bit of fun. I mean,
fun.
just a little bit of light banter, Jay. That's all it's been. Is light, friendly.
Feels heavy.
It's
Dan.
friendly fire.
Is it friendly
A
fire?
bit of friendly fire, mate.
I don't know, mate. Feels
No, it is.
heavy.
No, I don't think it's been heavy.
Apologise.
No, I'm not going to. No.
No?
No, I mean, I have to say, though, someone did message me yesterday. I don't know, has anyone seen, what's groundkeeper Willie done to you?
I can't believe he's catching strays.
Groundkeeper
Groundkeeper Willie from The Simpsons got it.
He got it, mate.
Hard.
Loch Ness got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rabsy Nesbitt, actually, he didn't catch one. You know Rabsy Nesbitt? The old boy in the vest? He's got something on his head?
No.
Nah, it's a bit. It's
Bit out of my era.
It's 90s. When I show a photo in
I
the
feel like the name rings a bell, Rasmi Nesbitt, but I don't know what
mate,
for.
when you break again, I'll show him. He got away with it. The Crankies didn't. But anyway, look, the Scotland fans have been brilliant out there. In all seriousness, they have.
You know what we should find out? We should find out what if you've got more chance of Scotland going through or this happening. 0.007%. So we need to find things that have got a 0.006%.
Come on. Which way you go? No, the other way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've got it's
Which way to go?
0.00
More chance.
You got more chance. So you got 0.008%.
Eight. Well done.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a list
happening.
together of things happening. More chance of this happening than Scotland
So
going
they're still breathing, but they're in a bad way. They're in a bad way, mate. They're in a bad way. Do you think there's any Scotland fans that are just kind of sit there and wait, or do you think get ahead of the curve now, book your flight home? Well, they're still out there.
No, they're coming home, mate. They're coming home.
Oh, they're definitely coming home.
Yeah. No, but the fans are coming home.
Coming home.
No, but they might as well.
Scotland fans.
I see something. I see a social media thing actually yesterday. I think it was on X. Some Scotland fans in the airport, some England fans singing, "You're going home."
You're going. That's brutal, mate. By the
Horrible.
way, looking forward to the England game. We're the build-up show for that. Hey.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, that's all right. Do you want to sit here?
No, I'm just saying. I'm looking forward to England kicking off later on, mate.
No, we're going to do that later, mate.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right with you?
I jump the gun. We're talking no,
Yeah.
7 again.
Scotland fans, give us a call. We've got a list coming up as well of 0.008% things happening. 03 717 223344.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
have you made of Stevie Clarke? He's come under the spotlight for how he's handled the journalists. He's come under the spotlight how he's set up Scotland, certainly in the second game as well. And some people have even questioned why he's had his term there extended before this World Cup. What do you make of that?
Well, Stevie Clarke, I played against him, and I know him, and he's not a Jose, you know. He's a very quiet guy, to be honest. And you have to look at what he's achieved as Scotland manager. It's brilliant, absolutely up there with the best. So, you know, people have got to realise in the press. I know the press getting on this, you know, this storm of the fans and the Tartan Army, and we party and all that, but the press have got to realise, you know, where our players play, who they play for in the big league, in the World League. And we've done well to get there. We could have qualified, and I don't think we will. I think Steve Clarke's been frank and he's been honest. And I think he's right. There's too many permutations against us, which is going to, again, we're going to be crying losers. You know, oh, if only, if only. I had it in 82. You know, we should have beaten Russia in the final game. We drew 2-2. Because we conceded 2 goals against New Zealand first game, 15th of June. So we knew it was going to be tough. And that was a side with Souness, Hansen, Dalglish, Strachan, etc. You know, it was a John Robertson. Great side. It's not easy when you get the big league. And, you know, the final stages, and I'm afraid we're just going to be, once again, we're just going to fall short. But it's a shame because the punters are brilliant. But I think the press have got to look at themselves and say, we're a small nation. We maybe have underachieved again. But thinking about it, looking at what Steve Clarke's done, he's not flamboyant. He's not charismatic. Excuse me. He's not giving it. You know, he doesn't like doing press conferences. It's quite simple. He's a quiet man. But what he's achieved, we shouldn't forget that. And he's been given a new contract. Fine. I have no problems whatsoever with that. And we just got to build.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Burger King, Burger Buddies, total tournament satisfaction, delivered by the experts, order now on the BK app. England's cricketers are in action against New Zealand in the third and final test match at Trent Bridge. Sam Ellard is watching for talkSPORT.
England bowled out for 354 right on the stroke of tea in the second innings of the game, which meant that New Zealand had a lead of 84 runs. But New Zealand back out batting and a 2 down early on, 24 for 2. Jofra Archer bowling a really nice early spell. Here we've got Latham for 4, going around the wicket, angling the ball into the left-handed bat, hit him on the pads, out LBW. Then he bowled an absolute beauty to Devon Conway. A shorter ball, Conway couldn't drop his hands quick enough, outside edge through to Joe Root, who takes the catch. So Latham gone for 4, Conway gone for 5. It's Nichols and Ravindra at the crease, and England are on top here as they look to try and take some wickets in the evening session on day 3. New Zealand 24 for 2. That's with a lead of 108 runs.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Time to get a Scotland camp update with Burger King.
Scotland Camp Update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction. Delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, so Scotland's chances of reaching the World Cup knockouts for the first time have dropped from 42% to 0.007%.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
They need Austria to beat Algeria by at least 2 goals, or for Algeria to win by 4 goals or more. They also need Ghana to defeat Croatia by 3 goals or more, and either DR Congo and Uzbekistan to draw, or for Uzbekistan to win by more than 3 goals. We've crunched the numbers in OptaStats, and here's some things that are more likely than Scotland going through. All right, here we go.
Okay, go on. Hit me with it.
0.05%.
Right, okay.
More likely to see snow today.
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, sweltering out there, Joe.
Yeah, no, mate. You got more chance of it snowing.
In London.
In London today. Here's another one for you. We've done the numbers on this one.
Go on.
Typing out the complete works of Shakespeare without making a single typo.
Oh, mate.
0.01%.
Jeez.
No.
So there's still a chance, Jay. That's what I like about this. They're hanging in there by the finger.
Hanging in there, mate.
Like a fingernail.
Still a chance.
Okay.
Here's another one for you.
Go on.
All right. Seeing a great white shark in the River Thames. 0.04%.
Is that true?
Mate, good stats.
Is that a true stat?
Yeah, we've crunched the numbers here.
Okay.
We've done, mate.
All right, God, these are good.
13% chance of this happening. This
13?
13% chance, yeah. This
Go
is
on.
being attacked by a beaver. Jeez.
What, in London?
Yeah.
London?
Mate, watch the old beavers out there.
True, getting tapped by beavers, 13%.
13%.
I like those odds.
Got a good chance of getting through. Huh? Last one we've got here, an egg hatching, a talking chicken. Talking chicken, 0.05%.
Right, okay. So a talking chicken's got more chance of actually appearing than Scotland going through.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
It's terrible, mate.
Some good stats there,
Yeah,
mate.
well,
Crunch the numbers.
Okay. Well, look, where there's life, there's hope.
Mate, the old Great White in
Joe,
River
do
Thames.
you know what? We can see the River
What,
Thames.
you
Kitch. Kitch is on the... Can you just have a quick look out there?
He's got the Thames there. We
Can you see?
it. We're looking out.
It's the dorsal fin. Dorsal fin.
No,
No, he's...
you can see Scotland though in there.
Tiger shot.
That was a Scotland camp update. All thanks to Burger King.
Scotland Camp Update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Right, let's go to Mark. He's a Celtic fan. All right, Mark.
Mark.
All right, how we doing, guys? You all right?
All right, mate.
All right, Mark. How you feeling?
I'm just a bit worse after listening to you wind up, mate.
Well, mate, look, we've got the stats up for you, mate. You know, we just
Numbers don't lie.
know, numbers are there.
Don't lie.
Yeah. Listen, mate, I've got more chance of running around Loch Lomond in 10 minutes than Scotland have got of winning. You know what I mean?
Might snow up there though.
It does up Scotland.
Yeah, you might see some snow, mate. I think the stats are a bit higher up in Scotland for snow today.
Yeah. Nah, there's no way. Listen, we've got no chance, but just to let you all know, to celebrate the England game tonight, I've got myself a nice new Panama hat. And I bought myself some Panama cigars. So basically
cigar.
now that's a good cigar, I know. But we've got no chance, man. But you know what? The good thing about us not being in now is us looking forward to supporting every team England plays against now.
See, that's the way it should be as well, right, Mark? That's...
Yeah, do you know what? It's a wind-up, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We didn't make it. We let ourselves down. You've got to take the slagging. And that's it,
You embarrass yourselves. It's fine. We've all been there. We've all embarrassed ourselves at some point, you know?
Yeah, we all did. I know.
Mark, where are you watching the game tonight? Where's Mark watching the game? Are you watching the England game or not?
Of course, I watch. Listen, mate, I watch all the games. I'm a football fan.
Right, fair enough.
Any game that's on, but obviously I will be supporting Panama.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
No, but it doesn't matter though, really, mate, to us. We're through anyway.
I know you'll get through, man, but just see, you've still got a good team, though. That's the kind of worrying thing for us. You have got good players, but I think he's missed a trick not taking Cole Palmer with you, though.
Mark, where did it all go wrong for Scotland? Because I have this chat with Cundy, and I thought you was a good side, like solid.
I can't believe they're not through. I genuinely cannot believe they're not through.
Maybe the group was tougher than maybe expected, but I don't know.
It's not an easy group. It's not an easy group.
But listen, McTominay never showed up. McGinn never showed up. Robertson never showed up. All the big players that we're expecting to be, the big players are kind of elite, if you want to say, style players. They were nowhere to be seen, mate. They were nowhere to be seen. I think the players let us down more than the manager, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, had you conceded less goals against Brazil and maybe scored one or two more against Haiti, you'd be in a great position.
I know. That's the sad statistic about it is we had to beat Haiti. We were nervous playing that game. Morocco, we conceded a goal in a minute, and then the second half we played well. You could go on about the penalties we never got, but that's gone, man. It's gone now. I just hope it's a good World Cup. The rest of the cup, my favourites to win it. I can't see past France at all, man.
They look good, mate. They do. Mark, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Mike. He's a Scotland fan. All right, Mike?
All right, Mikey.
Mike?
Mikey.
Mike. Oh, I wanted to get Mike up.
We can see.
He's not happy. He's fed up. Mike! Oh, talk, mate. All right, we'll come back to him. Let's go to Shah, who's a Scotland fan. Shah?
All right, Shah.
How we doing, guys?
All right, Shah.
Shah, how are you?
Yeah, good, man. Listen, I've been listening to the show. I love it. Your banter's brilliant. Everything's good. But, you have been a bit harsh on us guys, in Scotland.
Mate, I'm not involved in this, mate. It's all Cundy. He's had some bad luck.
Cundy, I don't know what Cundy's thinking. I actually believe all those years that we haven't been in the World Cup, right? And we finally, after so many years, we got into the World Cup. We enjoyed the occasion. The fans have gone over and they've loved it. Guys, you haven't won the World Cup as well.
No, it's true. It's true. I know.
So 0.5% chance of you guys are going to win the World Cup.
Well, no.
We've
I don't know
crunched the
about that,
numbers,
Shah.
mate.
You made that number up, mate.
We've crunched the numbers.
These are facts we're spitting here.
Yeah, we've got another stat here, mate. Do you want to hear it? The percentage.
What's the stat on your goal, mate?
It's a 0.01% chance of this happening. There's a fish growing legs.
Well, mate, I don't know what. Listen, you must be Googling AI or whatever, right?
Fish growing legs, Shah.
I'll tell you the stats here in Scotland. 0.05%. England was not going to win the World Cup. We knew that before the tournament started, that we're not going to get anywhere in the World Cup. We're enjoying the occasion.
No, but Shah, you've made those numbers up. You've made that up.
Oh.
But Jay's just give you a number. It's a real number, this.
It's a proper stat.
Apparently, when the fish gets out, he's going to run around London.
Right, let me tell you something, Cundy, right?
Oh, go on.
England, great squad. Brilliant squad.
Good squad.
I actually love watching, as a Scotland fan, I love watching England, right?
Go on.
But I actually think that team that's in this World Cup right now, they're not good enough for France. They're not good enough for Spain.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, but we got our chances don't start with a naught.
Well, here in Scotland it does.
That's it. The numbers changing. When you go past Adrian's Wall, they stop. They go lower, do they?
Oh, I love the show, guys. I'm going to have to go somewhere.
Shah, listen, mate. Thanks for your call.
Cheers, bud.
Is Mike there? Can we get him back? Mike? Is he there? Mike? He's on the...
Hello?
There he is.
Hi, Mike.
There he is.
Hi, sorry, it's Mark.
It's so talkSPORT.
It is. Go on, Mike. What do you want to say?
Go on, Mike.
Listen, guys, I got home last night. I was away for 2 weeks. Went to the Haiti game, was great. We just got over the line, let's be honest, but we did go over the line. Thought we were in a great place after the 3 points. I didn't go to Morocco. I went to the US Open instead, which was good. And then all going into Brazil, thought, well, here we go. Let's not get a hiding. And there was defending you wouldn't see it at your kids' football. It was appalling.
Mickey Mouse.
Was appalling, wasn't it?
It was Mickey Mouse.
It was Mickey Mouse. It was Mickey Mouse. It was a tough group. Brazil and Morocco are better than us, by miles, and they should be. But Cundy probably summed it up. If we'd got one more goal against Haiti and then one less against Brazil, we might be there, maybe.
Yeah.
I think you probably would be.
Well, I mean, you'd be right in the mix with South Korea, who played the 3. I'd have to look at those numbers again, going into goals scored and goals against. But there's the margins. You took an early lead with John McGinn. I think then you've got to go be brave and know the next 2 games are going to be tough. The best I think you're going to hope for at Morocco and Brazil is a point. The best you're going to hope for. Get the goal difference up. Make sure you do not go in that final game fearing a pumping from Brazil. And that's exactly what happened. It was almost in slow motion. Watching that Brazil game, you could sense Scotland going out in this game. You can feel it now. Conceded the first goal, absolute terrible decision at the back. Then you conceded another one. Could have conceded, and you could have been 3-0 down at half time. By the way, that goal, the Vinny goal that was disallowed, I thought was debatable. But to go into it now and fearing that, you didn't give yourself the best chance after Haiti, and that for me, you didn't start. 3 points, crucial, but the goal difference was always going to come into play. And as it's turned out, it's gone against us.
You're absolutely right, Jason. We knew that we may have 3 going into the Brazil game, 4 at best. We may have nicked a point against Morocco, but we were poor against Brazil. We had a few, Alisson made some saves, but they were half saves, weren't they? We never really threatened them, and albeit we're going to the fans have had a great time, spoiled by the football once again. You know.
So you do. We had this conversation, Joe. I remember speaking to you about this, about saying Brazil. So they're going to be the tough game. I thought maybe they might get something. Brazil weren't that convincing, but the Haiti game was the game.
I needed to win 3-4.
It was the game. Go and win that game. Go and pump them. Go in there. Put your foot to the floor. Go in and be brave. Even if you concede one, go and score 3. Go and score 4.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And actually, in the end,
Clark's got to blame for that, though. The way he set him up in this tournament really was too defensive.
3 points were crucial, but what was equally
scared about getting beat
was going on and getting a convincing win and getting the goal difference. And I'm looking at the goal difference now. South Korea are -1. I mean, they may not go for themselves, but Croatia, Iran, they're on level pegging. Iran they could go through Iran on level goal difference.
Yeah.
Them, we knew this. Everyone knew it.
Mikey, what did you make of the stats that we gave you? Good stats then, mate.
Oh, we're home. I came home last night and the
I know, mate. Still got a chance. 0.007.
Oh,
more chance getting attacked by a beaver, though.
Yeah.
There's more chance of Panama beating England tonight than us going through.
15-1, that is, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Good odds, that.
Yeah. Where are you going to watch the game?
I'll be watching it at home, but I'll definitely watch it. I enjoy watching it. You know, I think, Harry will be looking for a double, get him set up with the boys on 4 goals, and it'll be a good watch.
Mark, listen, mate, top man. Keep your calls coming in. Up next, we're going to discuss the US men's national team as well. They're making the knockouts. Brian T. Smith is coming on to talk about it.
Bentley has been terrified all week about the Ghanaian witch doctor he slagged off.
No, he did not.
Supposedly putting a curse on Harry Kane and England's number 9, subsequently missing a sitter. Now, thankfully, the witch doctor, of course, lifted the curse.
It's funny.
Right. Now, there was a report in The Sun that you, Emmanuel, were cursed by a witch doctor.
It's Senegal.
Ignored it
2002.
And got injured.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, before the World Cup in 2002, no, after the World Cup, actually, because we went out very quickly, during the World Cup in Asia. And when I came back, I was in holidays in south of France, and I had a friend, he was selling watches, on the beach, and he was expecting me. He was waiting for me for days. And then when he saw me, he came to me straight away, and he said, I'm so happy to see you because I have something important to tell you. And I said, what is it? And he said, you have to be very careful because... you have how can I say that? A curse, yeah, on you, and you have to follow exactly what I'm going to tell you. And I said, what is it? He said, you have to go in Africa and you have to buy a cow and you have to kill it, and you have to follow.
Bit detailed and extreme, that one.
Yeah, but I said, listen, I understand, and I really appreciate that, but this is your traditions, and I'm not into it, so I won't do it. And 6 months later, I had to stop. But is it coincidental link? I won't say that.
So what happened to you? You got injured?
Yeah. And
they
cut my leg in 2 parts, so I had to stop playing football.
Did you get injured kicking a cow?
No.
Hold on. What part you got injured? Was it the calf?
No, that's my knee, the right knee. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe in any of that?
No, yes, I believe in it.
Are you amazed that Bentley slagged him off?
No, I believe in numbers. I believe in sign, runs. I think you have to be...
okay.
Is it superstitions? I have no idea, but...
Are you superstitious?
No, yes, I am.
Okay.
It's...
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Gemma Hire, and Jason Cundy. Reminder, England hope to top the group tonight with a win over Panama. There's no better place to watch it than the talkSPORT fan zone at the SI Warehouse at Villa Park. Gabby Agbognahor will be there tonight. There's a free pint with every ticket. Head to talksport.com/fanzone now to get your tickets. But now, the US men's national team have qualified top of Group D. Wins against Paraguay and Australia. Despite a loss to already eliminated Turkey last night, they're going to play one of the 8 third-place teams who advanced to the last 32. Join us now in the studio to discuss all the USA talk. talkSPORT senior US sports reporter Brian T. Smith joins us. Right, Brian?
Right.
Gentlemen, it is
Welcome.
good to actually see you in person because you normally work a little later. I'm working at talkSPORT during the day. It's great to actually be in the studio with you. Honestly, it's a bit of an honor.
Yeah. Well, listen, mate, we appreciate you having us on. And it's great to actually have a bit of a US chat, actually, because we speak to people out there, but you're here, you're witnessing it. I think America have done all right.
I think the fact that for all of the issues going into this thing, right? Tickets and visa and travel and all these things. For the most part, guys, the stadiums have been absolutely packed. We had the story at talksport.com. They've already set an all-time attendance record in the World Cup before we're even in the knockout round. You haven't had that many off-the-pitch issues. The pitches have actually been pretty good, except for maybe MetLife Stadium, New York, New Jersey Stadium. I think it's a long way to go, right? We got to get to the knockout. I've always said you've got to do all 104 matches right. But almost halfway through, I think this World Cup has been better than anyone thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit of a mess, being all over the place and all that. But I know, look, we're not out there. And I think maybe you missed the fan zone kind of thing that you had in Qatar where everyone was there together and it felt like... But I have to say, watching it looks incredible. I mean, the NFL stadiums are outrageous.
I think that's the thing, like, being here for 3 years, living in London, going all over to matches, I love the old school stuff. Like, I love going to Stamford Bridge, Craven Cottage, Championship, on and on. Queen's Park, Wimbledon. I love that stuff. The flip side is, though, it's been amazing for me being in London, working at talkSPORT, and seeing the World Cup through the eyes of international fans to where they're going to the NFL stadiums that I spent 2 decades covering, and they're seeing how state-of-the-art this stuff is. And actually, the pitches look good. Like, they've been able to make this whole thing work. This is a huge, huge experiment for Donald Trump, for Gianni Infantino, for FIFA. It's actually worked out so far.
And the fear, I think, and whenever... I've been covering a lot of World Cups, a lot of Euros here at talkSPORT. There's always one conspiracy or one fear factor about how it's going to be. And we're going to South Africa in 2010. Oh, there's going to be crime. Don't walk the streets late night. Then you went to Russia not long ago. And the conspiracy is, there's going to be all sorts of trouble. It never transpired. And the big issue going into this World Cup was going to be ticket prices. Stadium's going to be empty. Well, that myth has been completely dispelled because there's like 70, 80,000 at every ground. Has that surprised you, though? Because bearing in mind the ticket prices, I've got to tell you, if the ticket prices that I'm hearing are true, it surprised me, but it looks like every seat has been sold.
I think you're seeing 2 things right here. I think, number one, America's not perfect. Like, I will acknowledge that. But America is one of the greatest countries in the world. I would say when it's at its best, it is the greatest country in the world. I love England, but no offense to England.
You're American.
But here's the thing, though. It is easy to travel to. It is easy to get around. It can be hard at times. And you've had different issues in the last couple of years. But overall, we have seen the proof. We have seen the beauty of the United States of America, the good part of America with this World Cup, because the international fans have loved it. There haven't been that many complaints. There haven't been that many issues. There were all these horrendous predictions, just like Qatar.
Yeah.
And what happened after Qatar? Yeah. All anyone talked about was it was a great World Cup, and you had Messi.
Said it was the best.
Well, this has been better. This has been better to the point that
I don't know.
In 2038, United States already wants to host another World Cup.
When are England going to get it?
When is England going to bid on a World Cup?
Well, we did. Well, that was when
Euros coming up, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think England needs to get air conditioning, and then England can get a World Cup. They might go together.
We need it. We're going to carry on chatting, but let's hear from your coach, Mauricio Pochettino. He spoke to the media after the defeat to Turkey. He wasn't impressed with the line of questioning.
It's very positive to finish in the way that we finish. Cannot be possible, I'm sorry guys, it cannot be possible that Turkey finish celebrating the 3 point and Australia celebrating the qualification, Paraguay celebrating the qualification, and come here and for you not to say congratulations that we won the group. That is a little bit sad, but only that. I need to remember you and everyone that we won the group. Sorry, guys, we won.
Yeah, look, He's got a point.
He's got
a point. Like, you won the group.
I love him saying that.
Yeah.
I wrote a column at talkSPORT.com about this. I could not believe that USMNT looked that sharp the first two matches.
Yeah.
They didn't play half their starting lineup versus Turkey. Kristen Pulisic didn't come on about the 60th minute. That was a warm-up for them. Turkey had already been eliminated. So why does anyone care about that result? Turkey can celebrate that goal for the next 4 years because it doesn't matter. All that matters is a round of 32 and the knockout. And Pochettino was right to call out the meter right there because he's done such a great job to get this team united, to get this chemistry built up. They've got to win the round of 32. But that match did not matter.
I'm surprised that Pochettino react like that because he has been in a situation at every club he's been at, Spurs, PSG, where at Chelsea, wherever it's been.
Yeah,
he's used to these questions. I'm surprised that
but he's had a bit of needle with the American.
Is there a bit of history there that perhaps goes a bit deeper?
I think what we've seen with Pochettino is he acknowledged not that long ago that building up USMNT, with building up the U.S. program, it was a lot more work than he imagined. And I think occasionally you see some frustration where it's like, and I'm not knocking America here, but how much you guys really know. You're learning this sport real time. You have some very knowledgeable fans, and then you have some media people who don't regularly cover soccer. I think you're seeing him getting frustrated. We just won our group. We've been one of the best teams in the first two matches. Yeah. We're favored to maybe make the round of 16. We should be celebrated right now, not getting questioned because we lost a meaningless game.
Yeah. Look, just on the team, I thought you first two games, I thought you were brilliant, and it wasn't what I expected, but. Is there a chance that we could see this this national team go deep into the competition?
Everything is in their favor in terms of scheduling. I mean, the fact that they basically been able to stay on the West Coast, England's had to bounce all over.
Yeah.
You've had so many teams that are, obviously Iran was kept in Mexico for most of the tournament when they weren't playing for a reason. But USMNT, this is all set up for them to make a run. Now they've got to deliver, and now it gets real in the round of 32. But yeah. I could see them making the quarterfinals. They're not a top 4 team. It's almost impossible to think them beating Spain and having this generational run. But if they can make the round of 16 and they can continue to have these stadiums packed in America behind it, they will continue to change soccer. And I think the biggest thing going into this tournament, guys, was they need to make a run. MLS has to get better, and football has to take the next step in America, and they're doing that right now.
Yeah, and I think it is important. It's a truism in football. The host nation has to do well. Saw it in Russia, saw it in Qatar. They've been terrible this World Cup, and we're seeing it now with the USA. You're right. The pathway has been kind, but you've had to earn the right to finish top. That's not always going to be the case because you've got to make sure you get through that tricky situation of the group. Here's the question to you: when is it going to catch fire in America? You must contact with a lot of people out there, right? Has it caught fire yet? Has the whole of the USA got behind this? Because I know you've got your 3 big sports out there, and soccer is always going to be behind those for forever and a day.
I think the women's NBA is bigger, to be honest.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is, has it caught fire yet or not?
This is my problem. It has caught fire during the World Cup.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it goes from here. And soccer fans don't know where it goes from here. The problem with soccer in the United States isn't the fans, and it's not the players because they have good talent right now. The problem is MLS. The problem is Major League Soccer. It's come a long, long way since 1994. The first World Cup in America, the 94 World Cup, led to the creation of MLS. But MLS, I mean, what is it compared to the rest of the leagues? It's number 10, it's number 12, it's number 15.
You can't get relegated.
You can't. There's no promotion relegated, which Pochettino's complained about, and the money's not there. You have Messi, but the other teams are losing money. MLS has to be better for soccer to take the next step.
But how? When you've got baseball, basketball, and you've got American football, they're always going to play fourth fiddle at the very, very best. So how can they ever? They're not going to break that.
You know what to make a difference? The Tom Brady's, the J.J. Watts, these guys, these sports billionaires, who are huge stars in America. They're not investing in MLS. They're investing in European teams because there's more money to be made there because your team in championship can get promoted.
Well, David Beckham is our icon, and he's out there.
So, but he's the anomaly, right?
Yeah.
Because David Beckham played over there. He understands how big and how powerful America can be when it's at its best.
Yeah.
You need more investment, more money. You need Todd Bowley. You need all these guys, all these gazillionaires putting the money into MLS if they really want to lift American soccer to the next step. I don't think it happens. I talked to Brad Friedel about this. He said basically not in my lifetime. I think
really,
the World Cup, amazing in the US, but where does it go from here? And that
the thing
is
I can never get my head around. It's such a big athletes, Americans, right? They
Sure.
are breed athletes. There's 350 million people in America.
Yep, that's right.
And most of them are athletes, right?
I don't know, mate.
Well,
I don't know.
If you go to a shopping mall,
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends where you go, right? Maybe not in Orlando, right? Maybe not Orlando. But like when I think, if they just, where does it start? How do you turn them athletes that you see in the NFL, basketball, you know, these pure specimens? How do you get them to play soccer instead of NBA and NFL?
That is the greatest question. Brad Friedel talked about that. I wrote about that at talkSPORT, guys. The problem is, it's not when you're 20 years old or 18. It's when you're 3-year-olds and 5. Like, what do you do in England? I mean, you're born and you start to play football, and you play football for the rest of your life. You're playing on pitches in your community, on, and then your dream is to win for England and win in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
The dream in America is to win the Super Bowl, win the NBA Finals.
Okay, so the beauty of football, and it's why it's the greatest sport in the world, is because all you need are two people, a ball, and a bit of grass. And you think about even cricket, right? You need more than two players. You know, so that's the beauty. You have a 1v1, a basketball. That's quite a simple sport, right? You need a ball, two hoops, and then you can play 1v1. American football, you need all the equipment. You need like hundreds of years. Baseball, it's the same thing as cricket, right? So actually, football is a very simple sport to play. All you need is a bit of grass, a ball, and two people. And I think if you really do start at that level, that it's not an expensive sport to get involved in. Other sports, golf, you need the clubs. Cricket, you need all the equipment. Baseball, you need all the equipment. American football, you need all the equipment. Football, you don't.
It's not going to be tomorrow, right? I think the potential with this World Cup, USMNT makes a run. The World Cup thus far has been fantastic in America. I mean, it has taken over America. But it's going to be the next generation. It's not going to be the kids right now who are 18. It's going to be the kids who are 5 years old, who are wearing the Balogun jersey, Anthony Robertson, Kristen Pulisic, knowing Pochettino's name. They're going to be playing as kids right now, and then they stay in the program. And this is the other thing. The U.S. needs to have its best players stay in the USA. I mean, most of the best players in England are playing in Premier League for the most part.
Yeah.
The best talent in America plays for the World Cup team, plays for USMNT, and then they're playing in Europe.
Yeah, but South Americans go abroad, don't they? Do you know what I mean? The best players from Brazil and that Argentina.
Yeah.
They go abroad.
But I think it's so far behind because it didn't start till 94, really, in terms of the World Cup.
Yeah.
You're having to do 100 years of work in about 30. So it's going to be that next generation, I think, where it makes the leap.
Brian, you're a star, mate. Appreciate you coming on. Absolute pleasure. We need to get you on a sports bar, mate. You're going to have to stay up late. We need you on.
I can stay up late.
Do that.
The two of you. I can stay up a little later.
Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking a bit of England. We have a crisis at right back.
Manchester City have agreed a £116 million deal to sign Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. The fee, as you might have guessed, is the most ever paid for a British player and represents a new record for Manchester City. He's 23, Anderson, and has now been given permission to undertake a medical right here in New York today, with the deal subject to the finalising of personal terms. You would think that'll get done quick style. Alex, Elliot Anderson, this is a remarkable rise, isn't it?
Certainly is, when you think that he went from Newcastle to Forest for a relatively modest sum. I know Eddie Howe at the time didn't particularly want to cash in, but obviously they had issues with PSR.
Yep.
It's interesting, the figures. City side are saying 116 million. Forest side are saying actually it's nearer to 130 million. Either way, it's a record, as you say, for a British player, potentially a Premier League record fee, eclipsing what Liverpool paid for Alexander Isak this time last year. I was speaking to a couple of ex-players at the darts last night, and we were pondering, if Elliot Anderson is really a £130 million player, how much would someone like Paul Scholes be worth? in the current market. I think he's a terrific player, Elliot Anderson. I'm not sure he's a £130 million player.
Well, sure. He joined Forest, as Alex says, from Newcastle in a £35 million deal in 2023. So, not so long after that, we've now arrived at 116 million.
Well, brilliant business for Forest. If I'm going to my chairman and I'm going to buy him, let's say, I've got my Manchester City head on, and the figure's up near 130 million, I would be very uncomfortable paying that sort of money for him. I think he's got a lot of potential in front of him. As he stands at the moment, he's a very good player. Top quality, world class, 130 million, I'd be nervous, especially when you see, and it's no relevance whatsoever, but
You're listening to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it. England's cricketers in action against New Zealand. Third and final test match at Trent Bridge. Sam Allard is there.
Jay, cracking test match this between England and New Zealand. New Zealand doing really well this afternoon, bowling England out for 354. That meant they had an innings lead of 84 runs at the halfway stage of this test match. They're now 48 for 2 in third innings of the game. Jofra Archer picking up 2 wickets very early on to lead New Zealand 12 for 2. The third wicket partnership now has added 36 runs to the score. But Henry Nicholls, Centurion in the previous test match, really should have been out. Josh Tongue going around the wicket with a shorter ball, little bit of width. Nicholls looking to cut on the back foot. He got a thick edge. He goes straight to Harry Brook at first slip, and somehow Harry Brook doesn't take the catch. I don't know if he doesn't pick the ball up, but it goes straight to him, and he just doesn't get his hands in the right position to take the catch. So luck there for Henry Nicholls. He's got 15 runs. Rachi Ravindra's got 23 runs. The pitch now starting to do a little bit, some invariable bounce. It's a really good contest between bat and ball. New Zealand 48 for 2, leading England by 132 runs.
Right, thanks, Sam. Let's discuss the news. Reece James will miss tonight's World Cup match against Panama. He's got a hamstring injury. England manager Thomas Tuchel spoke to the media yesterday, defended the decision to bring both Reece James and Tino Livramento to the World Cup.
Reece has minor hamstring issue, minor hamstring injury. Was not able to train the last 2 days. He is now in a accelerated rehabilitation program, and we take it game by game, but we strongly believe that he will be available for us in the tournament. The thinking, we called Trevor Chalobah to free up Joel Kwanzaa on the right fullback position for us. I saw him very strong there playing for Liverpool, and he played in a back three, which is not so far away from the position in Leverkusen. And we have Chad Spence. No one could see that coming. Reece was in good shape and felt very good. So it's a bit unlucky, but as Kwanzaa played on the position as well for us on a high level, we're still no problem. We would love to have Reece. He's a key player. We would love to have him available. He's not available. We will find solutions. That's what we do. It's a short period of time. It's a tournament. We will find solutions.
I have to disagree with Thomas Tuchel there that he says no one saw that coming. I mean, literally everyone saw that coming.
Well,
Reece James gets injured.
He does, and he has, but actually the last 18 months or so, he's not. He's not. He picked up a hamstring around about March.
He's definitely been injured, Jason.
No, he has, but he has. But actually recently, in the last 18 months, he has been fit. So it's
He's not been fit every week.
He has. Last stage up until March. No, he has, Jay. He has.
What do you mean up until March?
But he picked up a hamstring in March.
Right, so everyone could see the fact that him coming back, he always picks up injuries. He does pick up injuries.
He does pick up injuries, but the point that he's making there, I mean, I disagree with him when he say we didn't see this coming. But the truth is, recently, his injury record has been better than it was the two previous seasons. 2 previous seasons, mate, I was concerned his career might be over.
No,
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely. And he has come through. As a Chelsea fan, you're always worried about Reece's hammies. You are. Every time he goes down. There was a period where he'd come back, play 2 games, hammy. come back, play 3
I
games.
just don't think Reece James can do a tournament like this. He can't. He can't. He can't play a game every 3-4 days. He can't do it. He ain't got it in him.
Yeah, that I agree with that. I agree with that. But going back to the point he's making, his recent record of the last 18 months has been good. And the problem he's got is going into this with a niggle with his hamstring in March. That's the problem. He come back for the FA Cup final and he got himself fit. How fit? Well, unfortunately, I'm gutted for him.
No, we all are.
On a personal level. But he is England's best right back. Yeah. That's the problem you've got also. It's not like he's England's third choice, in which case that's an easy decision to make.
Yeah, of course.
And we got the same problem at Chelsea, mate. Same, the same issue. Every Chelsea fan listens to this will know exactly what I'm talking about.
You think you should have took Trent?
You don't fancy him. That's the truth.
I know he don't fancy him.
He's just not having him.
Would you have took it?
Well, he took Livramento, and the problem you've got now is Livramento had an injury. So you got.
Can't tell me Livramento's better than Trent.
But
I'm not having it.
No, but the way he wants to play. That is it. The conversation is over. He don't fancy Trent. Conversation's dead. It's full stop.
But sometimes managers don't fancy players, but you got to take them. Sometimes you got to have a player in a team.
You don't fancy. What's the point? Trent ain't going to play.
I know, but I've played in teams where the manager don't fancy someone, but you got to have him in the team.
Yeah, because
it'll make a difference.
Because the club are paying for him.
No.
As a squad, when you've got a squad of players and you're a manager, you only have a certain amount of people to pick from. When you're England manager, you've got every England player out there. Everyone. You can choose from whoever you want. So you're not limited in your choices.
No, but surely you have the conversation where you go, I don't really fancy him, whatever that is, whatever defensively, right? Tuchel's not having Trent.
That's it then. Conversation's over.
No, but you go, but.
No but, mate.
There is a but.
There's no but.
He can unlock a defence. Great free kicks. Delivery's good. Yeah. There might be a use for him.
Don't care. It's over. Conversation. Don't fancy him. For whatever reason, defensively, he may feel that the system he's going to play does not suit Trent. What's the point in taking him? Honestly, that is it. Now, you asking me whether I would take Trent?
Yeah.
And yes.
Okay.
But that's not. That conversation is it's over. It's over. He doesn't fancy him. It's obvious. You can't have Livramento going lame and bringing in Chalobah, because Chalobah is not a better right back than Trent. We know that. But there's a reason he's done that, because he doesn't fancy Trent. It's as simple as that, mate. Now, that conversation, you have to have a Tuchel. What's the reasons? Now, privately, he might tell you. Publicly, he probably won't, because he might need him one day or something might change. But right now, Trent is not in his plans. And there are a lot of other... The fact they brought Chalobah in tells you all you need to know.
All right, you can have your say on that. Coming up after the break, we're going to speak to Chief Football correspondent Alex Crook. He's live from New York as we build up to England v Panama.
When you look at Scotland over the 3 games, David, what is your overall assessment and takeaway? I mean, most of us looked at it and felt that Morocco and Brazil would be a reach to get anything from, and that the outcome of the Haitian game would be important and that goals needed to be scored. Criticism is being made of Steve Clarke. I'm not asking you to jump on the bandwagon, but the manner in which Scotland have played, the lack of bravery, the fact that they've been very negative in lots of people's minds, and Steve is a defensive coach. When you hear all those things, what's your assessment of these 3 games and the opportunities that Scotland have either taken or missed?
Yeah. Well, we spoke the other day. I think the biggest word that you're missing here, Simon, is quality. I don't think Scotland have the quality at the moment available to them to compete. I'm not saying that on the odd day that you wouldn't beat one of these teams and get good results, which we did against Denmark, for example, when we get through those games. But I just feel that generally Scotland have been short of that level. We talked about it a few days ago when we were talking about the Haiti game and only winning 1-0. We all felt it was a really good result. not a really good result, but a good result because we had got 3 points. But you were right in what you were saying. We probably needed to score 3 or 4 goals. But I don't think MD, who's played Haiti yet, or certainly Morocco, have found it that easy. And I don't think they've been as easy a game as what maybe everybody hoped it might have been. So yeah, it might have cost us not scoring 2 or 3 goals in that one game. But I think us getting a victory in the opening game of the World Cup seemed like a good result for us and a good return.
But David, are you saying virtually that it doesn't really matter who's in the Scotland dugout? This is as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm. Like Steve Clark's done brilliant, Jim. You know as well as I do. We've not been able to get to competitions. Steve has. Steve's got us there over the last few years, a few competitions, I should say, with what I think is not a great deal of quality.
It's not easy to follow in the footsteps of your idol, especially when he's Diego Maradona and your country expects you to emulate him. That was the burden Lionel Messi would carry on his remarkable World Cup journey. In 2006, a baby-faced 18-year-old Messi scored on his tournament debut in a 6-0 rout of Serbia and Montenegro, but Argentina would be knocked out by Germany. By 2010, Messi was the best player in the world and under pressure to inherit Maradona's crown. But again, it didn't go all that well. He didn't score a single goal, and for the second tournament in a row, Argentina would be knocked out in the quarter-finals by Germany. A year later, Messi was made permanent captain of his country, and the pressure ramped up further. Their last major honour had been the 1993 Copa America. Anticipation was off the scale in 2014, which was surely their year, right? Argentina battled to the final, but who was waiting for them? Germany, and they nicked a late goal in extra time. Messi had fallen at the final hurdle, and the golden ball was no consolation. By 2018, patience was wearing thin, but a disaster of a tournament saw Argentina finish second in their group and go out to France in the round of 16. This was never going to happen for Messi, but hope began to return. Messi lifted the Copa America in 2021, so going into 2022, the tension in Argentina was palpable. Messi and his team scraped through the groups and then got past Australia, the Netherlands and Croatia. France and this guy awaited in the final, and it was one of the great World Cup spectacles. Messi scored 2 as the game went the full distance, but when Argentina's winning penalty went in, Messi didn't run. He sank to his knees. All that waiting, the trials, the pressure, the anguish, he'd done it. 36 years after Maradona became Argentina's forever hero, Messi finally had fulfilled his destiny.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT with Gemma Hara and Jason Cundy. Plenty to come over the next few hours. Going to be asking Spurs, should they go all out for Marcus Rashford? We also want to hear your most embarrassing football takes as well, following the King of Cringe, Piers Morgan's loving with Ronaldo. And of course, 5:30, we're going to be bringing you a hydration break 11. Get your calls in for that. But first, let's round up all the latest World Cup action on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Marcus Rashford makes it England
hopefully everyone fastened their seatbelts because it was quite a ride.
I'm annoyed at Thomas Tuchel for getting me excited, for me coming on there and saying, we're going to win the World Cup. Yeah, I think we can win the World Cup.
England 0, Ghana 0.
Good result against Panama, and the tournament starts then, as far as I'm concerned.
The beautiful thing of the World Cup is that you get to play against styles of play that you don't normally get to play against, and it'll stand us in good stead going into the rest of the tournament for sure.
They're going to defend deep and make it very difficult for them, I would think, if I was the Panama team and seen what Ghana had done to England.
It doesn't change too much for us in the group stage, so we just look forward to the next one to try and get to 7 points.
Yeah, England take on Panama at the Ment Live Stadium tonight. Of course, it's live right here on talkSPORT. Let's look ahead to it. We're live now from New York. Chief football correspondent Alex Crook joins us. Right, Crookie?
Crookie monster.
Oh, look at him, look.
Oh. Sorry, boys. Just getting a bit of pool practice in. Let's hope England aren't behind the 8 ball this afternoon. That's all I'm saying.
How long you had that up your sleeve?
He's been waiting there for 10 minutes.
About 5 minutes, to be fair. I was hovering over that shot for a while. And
Did he go in?
Practicing. It's been going in the pocket every time. It went in, but I was scared that I would miss. I won't lie.
Crookie, you're enjoying yourself out there, matey. I have to say, you look like it feels like the Alex Crook talkSPORT roadshow.
It's a stag do.
I think I'm built for tournament football. Let's just say that. Even last night, I was planning to have an early night, and then I got wind of the England fans had descended on a local pub called Carragher's, which is part owned by Jamie Carragher. Went and got amongst it, sang a few England anthems, World in Motion, Three Lions, that sort of stuff. Just a normal evening here in the World Cup.
I mean, look, let's build up to a bit of the game tonight. Then, what we looking at? Have we got any indications of who starts?
Well, Thomas Tuchel leaves it genuinely until about 3 hours before kick-off to tell the players who's in and who's out. So there's various whispers doing the round. I was pretty confident last night Bukayo Saka would start. I think Marcus Rashford probably will come in as well for Anthony Gordon. Nothing confirmed yet on those two, but certainly Saka and Rashford are hoping they're going to get the nod. Saka feels he's ready now to start matches, having come off the bench, managing that Achilles injury for the first 2 group games. The big conundrum is at right back, isn't it? With Reece James injured, I still think there's a doubt whether we see Reece James again at this tournament, depending how serious that hamstring injury is, which is a significant blow, not against Panama, but if you're going to come up against the likes of Brazil and Argentina and France, you need your best right back, don't you? And Reece James is definitely that. Will it be Jarrell Quansah? That was the suggestion early in the week. Could Jed Spence switch across the right-hand side? I do think Nico O'Reilly will come back in at left-back for this game.
Yeah, whoever plays at right-back, this is not going to be the game that defines who plays at right-back. It's going to be further down the line if Reece is not going to come back. And whoever he plays, England should get past it. But my concern, Crookie, is that I've seen Panama. They play a hybrid of a 5-4-1 or a 3-4-3. And defensively, they're going to sit deep. They've got nothing to lose. They're out the tournament. We just heard there, I can't remember, was it Stuart Pearce? It might have been Pearce that just said that in package, saying that if you've watched the Ghana game, that's how you set up against England. It's exactly, there's the kryptonite right there.
Yeah, and they're a big physical side as well. Speaking to my colleague Sam Matterface, commentating the game for television, he was a bit worried about that physicality, which maybe explains why he might go down the Jarrell Quansah route as opposed to Jed Spence. I think they're a better team than we're giving them credit for. You know, they ran Croatia close. They dominated possession against Ghana. I know that's the way that Ghana like to play. They don't really want the ball, but they left it until stoppage time to beat them. So I think, again, it could be a game of patience for England and a bit of a frustrating watch. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of the 6-1 from the World Cup, back in 2018.
What's the latest on Reece James and Declan Rice? Do we know? Is Reece James out? Gone? Is he done for the tournament?
Reece James is definitely out. Thomas Tuchel said in his press conference yesterday he's not even travelled to New Jersey. He's going to miss this game. I'm pretty sure he'll miss the first knockout game. As I say, they're waiting for results of this scan and the hamstring injury to work out how serious it is. Is it a tear? If it is, if it's a tear, yeah, I think it's unlikely.
Yeah, but even if it's not, though,
Crookie, having lost ligamento on the eve of the tournament is a blow.
Even though, like, Crookie, it's over for you can't then put him back in. Do you know, like? You can't miss 2 games in the World Cup and then play in what? It'll be the
32, then 16.
Yeah, so when he comes back, if we get there,
so
what would be
the 16?
Yeah, that'd be semi-final.
Yeah, well, I think so. The 16 will be Mexico in Mexico City as it stands. And I've got to say, talking to a lot of England fans, when you look at the draw, if England top the group, we're going to have to beat the big boys. You know, Brazil lying wait in the quarter-final, Argentina in the semis, France in the final. But a lot of the England fans I was with last night, the season sort of tournament followers, they're concerned about that game in the Azteca. I don't know if this is a correct stat, but I've been given it a couple of times. 2 defeats in 80 games
Correct.
for Mexico.
No, it's correct.
In the Azteca.
It's a correct stat, that.
So,
yeah.
So that is a tall order. So I don't think we should even be thinking about Brazil and Argentina just yet. No. But I do think Thomas Tuchel has got some questions to answer. And I know he didn't want to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold yesterday, but when you pick Livramento and Reece James, you're picking 2 players there who you know are susceptible to injury. So
well, they both went into it with knocks.
Let's see what his plan B is tonight.
They both went into this tournament. Reece picked up one towards the end of the season. So did Livramento. You know, and it's come.
Unfortunately, Reece James's career now, the last couple of years, has been blighted by those kind of injuries, doesn't it? And they never seem to be knocks. You know, they're always more problematic. So I'd love to speak to Trent Alexander-Arnold and get his thoughts for it. I know Thomas Tuchel told both him and Harry Maguire when he didn't pick them, I can't take you and sit you on the bench because it will cause too much of a media storm. I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
Now, Jay and I we just had this conversation about it. For whatever reason, Trent, he's not his bag in this tournament. He's simply not. You know, to bring up Chalobah.
But what other nation, Jamie and Jason, what other nation at this tournament doesn't include Trent Alexander-Arnold in their 26?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know, but this is why he's paid the big bucks. You've got to trust those decisions. And we can all have an opinion. Yeah, we will see.
At the moment. At the moment, it's not working out.
At the moment, it's looking like a bad decision. I agree.
Look, let's talk about a bit of transfer news. Elliot Anderson to Man City. How close are we to that happening? 116 million.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much done. Forest sources saying that the figure's actually higher, making him not only the most expensive British player in history, but eclipsing what Liverpool paid for Alexander Isak this time last year. He's agreed terms on a contract worth in the region of 300 grand a week. He's going to undergo a medical here at the World Cup, which Thomas Tuchel has said is okay. I don't think it will be formally announced until July, and that is for PSR purposes.
And what about Morgan Rogers?
I think he'll go to Arsenal.
Really?
I think Mikel Arteta has made him his top target. I think discussions between Arsenal and Rogers' advisors are already well underway. It will be about agreeing a fee with Villa. They're looking for £100 million, similar to the Jack Grealish deal. And I think Morgan Rogers is open to this move. And what that will do, obviously, it's a big loss for Aston Villa, but it will enable them to reinvest because, of course, they've got to build a squad to compete in the Champions League next season. They're looking at Emerson Royal, which...
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Struck me as a bit of a strange one.
Who
Aston Villa.
Villa?
Aston Villa.
Bit of Royale with cheese.
Let's talk about Rashford. Do we think he's going to start? I think this is going to be the game, really, that after we saw Anthony Gordon, even though I think that the movement, the ball out to him was too slow. And I have a bit of sympathy with him, but when he got the ball, his first touch was backwards because he got clouded out. But Rashford now is a free agent still, right? I know he's at Man United, but...
He's not a free agent.
No, what I mean is it looks like he will leave Man United.
Will he?
Yeah, I can't see him. Well, Crookie, you tell me.
I just
Spurs
wonder
are interested. I know him at Chelsea as well.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford in London, would that be the best move for his career?
But is he not matured
Not entirely
now?
convinced about that. Doesn't look like...
No, I don't know. I think you have to...
Well, you'd like
Manchester's the same as London for a night out, by the way.
Listen, my issue with Marcus Rashford, right, and I think he's got all the talent in the world. I remember watching his debut in that Europa League game against Midtjylland, got plucked off the bench because one of the senior players got injured, took the game by the scruff of the horns. I was there as a fan. A few days later, made his debut against Arsenal in the Premier League, scored twice. I think he is a supremely talented footballer, and that's why I get so frustrated, because his work rate off the ball doesn't match the talent. The attitude and application, when you look at the misdemeanours off the pitch that he's been involved in, don't do him a service either. I just don't know if Michael Carrick and the Manchester United hierarchy would want him back in that dressing room. One of the big things that the previous Manchester United manager did was cleanse that dressing room and get rid of some of the troublesome characters. Maybe he has matured from his time at Barcelona, but also financially, at a time when United are trying to bring the wage bill down, to have him back there on, 350 grand a week after his contract got bumped up because United qualified for the Champions League. I think they're going to want to get rid of him, but I'm just not sure where. Tottenham are offering big money this summer.
Yeah.
I know that, so maybe that might be an attractive move for him.
Do you think we could get him, Crookie? Like, realistically, I know the money. I know we ain't going to pay 350 grand a week.
Well, Man United might have to pay him to go.
But they might, yeah, and he might have to take a pay cut.
Or he might go out on loan again. I know United are reluctant about that because it just really kicks the can down the road for another year, doesn't it? But they might send him out on loan, and whoever loans him pays all of his salary as Barcelona did. It's certainly an issue right at the top, I think, of Michael Carrick's in tray. Who knows, maybe Michael Carrick might feel he can reintegrate him, but it doesn't feel like the direction of travel. I think if Marcus Rashford on form, Jamie, you'd love watching him at Tottenham.
Yeah,
He's a terrific player.
Chelsea, Crookie. 100%.
Snap your hands off for him.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Snap your hands off for him.
Him and Garnacho reunited. What could possibly go wrong there?
No, I don't think they'd be reunited.
Crookie, you're a star, mate. Enjoy yourself.
Crookie, before you go, scruff of the horns, mate. You've been in America too long.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
You just said grab by the scruff of the horns. I don't know. It feels like you've been in the States a bit too long, mate.
I'm becoming too localised. You're probably right. I just hope this afternoon, boys, that England won't get hit on the break.
Come on,
here we go.
Give us another one.
Come on in.
Oh,
No.
right, put that down.
oh.
There you go. He's got his.
It's over the pocket.
He's got his
It's over
cue
the
out.
pocket.
Got his cue out.
Oh, the white's.
The white's
I thought the white was going in. There you go. 2 from 2.
Crookie, you're a star,
Cheers,
mate.
Crookie.
That was a roundup of all the latest World Cup action on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
You can get your calls in if you want to talk about England. We're also doing a hydration break 11. Anything to do with hydration. You can get involved and help us out. We've got to build a team. 03717 22 33 44.
You mentioned him there, right? And about Nico Riley. Now, obviously, the manager made a change because he saw something could go on and he thought Spence would have been a better option. But you would have watched Nico week in, week out. Does it faze him, whoever he's playing against, however quick they are, strong they are? Is he just the perfect left back in terms of playing against anyone?
I tell you what is the difference between Nico and Jed Spence. Nico will get you a goal. He will get you a ghosting and get you a goal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of Jed Spence. I'm not Tottenham fan. I haven't seen enough of him, so I don't know. But being biased, he'd be the first name on the City team sheet, never alone the England team sheet. So, and when he came on, he had one of the two best chances. So, I wouldn't be quick to drop Nico. He's whatever he might lack as a fullback, he'll give you going forward the other way.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And he's fearless. He's fearless on the ball. You know, he can dribble like a midfielder. You know, he's a top player.
Let's sort of move it on to City while staying with England. You are edging closer to a deal for Elliot Anderson. And I said before the window opened, if United could buy one player that would be gettable, it would be Elliot Anderson. I'm not too sure about the price tag. I don't know what that's going to be. I know Forest have already rejected a deal worth about £121 million. Your views on him? Are you excited by the prospect of him being a City player?
Yeah, I mean, I've never taken much notice of him, to be honest. You know what I mean? He's one of those players that you don't really, he scored against us last season and he was great. But the price tag, well, silly money for footballers, you know what I mean? Is any footballer worth that amount of money? But looking at him in this World Cup, he looks the real deal to me. He's got a good engine. You know, he's forward thinking. He knows the league. He gets stuck in. You know, he's perfect for that. I mean, we need a midfield. He's a perfect replacement for Bernardo. Do you know what I mean? Who also had a great engine, didn't mind getting stuck in. But I think it'd be a great signing if we get him.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy. Brought to you by Burger King, Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in a box every time. Order now on the BK app. Meanwhile, England's cricketers are in action against New Zealand. Third and final test at Trent Bridge. Sam Ellard is watching.
New Zealand is 74 for 3. That's with a lead of 158 runs. Jofra Archer struck early and twice in quick succession. He got Latham LBW for 4 going around the wicket, angling the ball, and then a shorter ball saw Devon Conway try and get out the way, but edge it to Joe Root of first slip. Henry Nicholls went for 16, pushing a wide ball off Gus Atkinson. But Rachi Ravindra is playing nicely. He's on the attack. He's just hit back-to-back boundaries, working Josh Tongue through fine leg for 4, then cutting the England quick through point. Or only faced 42 balls, already got 37 runs to his name. Darryl Mitchell at the other end. Shoaib Bashir, the spinner, just come into the attack. There'll be pressure on him. Will he be able to find any turn on this pitch? And if not, can he build some pressure? He was way too expensive in England's first innings. Ravindra's on 37, Mitchell on 9. We've got about an hour left to play on day 3. Game nicely poised. New Zealand 74 for 3, leading by 158 runs.
Okay, let's take a look at the latest odds with Bet365.
On the ball on talkSPORT with Bet365. If your bet builder on England versus Panama doesn't come in, you actually get your money back in free bets. Max free bet varies per customer. Bet restrictions and T's and C's apply. 18 plus. Gambleaware.org.
Steve Free from Bet365 joins us now. Right, Steve?
Steve-o.
How we doing, lads? I'll tell you what a privilege to follow Crookie. Eh? I mean, what an absolute privilege. I now know why he stayed over there so long, looking at that hat he was wearing.
He took it off.
Yeah, you know, there's a new series of the Dukes of Hazzard coming out. He's clearly auditioning as Boss Hogg, isn't he? It must be.
Boss Hogg. You've gone there, have you? I hope he's not listening.
Crooked, he'll text me in a bit, don't worry.
Boss Hogg.
Look, obviously it's all heating up over in the World Cup. Who are now, after the, I'm guessing all the 3 games of group stages nearly done, who are the favourites to win it?
Yeah, France. France are 7-2, Jamie. The biggest movers have been Argentina, who were 10-1 earlier in the tournament, but are now 9-2.
Wow.
Of course, they've got a fantastic draw in the next round, of course. So that's why their odds have gone so short. Cape Verde, isn't it, for them? Spain at 6-1, England at 7. Can't really give them away. We've boosted them to 8 today, and we're not seeing a great deal of business for them. Portugal we'll see later at 10, Brazil at 12. Now, this has surprised me. Netherlands are 16-1 on the outright, and they play Morocco, who are 50-1 on the outright. I know if you gave me a £3, I think I might have it on the 50-1 Morocco over 16-1 Netherlands. But both teams have looked okay so far.
Steve-o, Golden Boot, that's always an interesting one for the punters. Vinny Jr., have we written him off a bit too early? Because we got the 2 goals against Scotland, could have had a hat-trick, actually. And also, Ronaldo has come late to the party, but he's here.
He's here, yeah. It's all about the team news, Jay, really. You know, the third games. Lionel Messi still leads the way at 7-4, but I think he'll be rested tonight when he's in the game against Jordan. By the way, Jay, I did see Jamie O'Hara score like a Lionel Messi-like goal for Wolves away at the Albion back in 2011.
Yeah, I mean...
James, do you remember that one?
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah. Bose Myhill was groping thin air.
Remember that one,
There's a lot about Jay that I look at and I see a bit of Messi. Left foot, that rotund kind of low gravity, dribbling skills. One wand of a left foot, Jay. Could be talking about O'Hara.
35-yarder, mate. Don't miss them.
Jamie's doing better for himself now than Messi. Surely.
Yeah, well,
you two together, it's some partnership. I got to say.
He fell off Messi, and he, compared to me.
So Mbappe's at 2s. Dembele is the biggest mover. 100-1 he was yesterday. He's now 10-1 after that hat trick. Jay, you're right to mention Vinny Jr. He's shortened from 40 into 12-1 after scoring 4 goals. Harry Kane is 12-1. He'll play, unlike the people around him in the third game against Panama. Of course, he got a hat-trick last time. He's 12-1. And I'll mention Ronaldo, of course, who we thought was absolutely gone at the game. OK, he scored 2 goals against Uzbekistan. Let's not get too carried away, shall we? He's 25-1. He's the 25-1 to win the Ballon d'Or when Lionel Messi is 6-1 to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not convinced that Ronaldo is back, although he keeps telling us he's back. I'm in the Messi camp, guys, all day long over Ronaldo.
I think we are. Look, let's talk about England then. They've got Panama tonight. What are the odds?
16-1 Panama for a surprise. 1-7 England. I know the last game against Ghana was a struggle. England can historically struggle in the second game. It's 40-1 for a 6-1 repeat. Harry Kane is 15-2 to get a hat trick. Jude Bellingham might be a good price to score from outside the box at 12-1. And Jordan Pickford is 9-1 to win the Golden Glove at the World Cup.
Really?
9-1, yeah. To win it.
Who is the favourite as a Golden Glove then? Because
yeah, well, I mean, it's not all about clean sheets,
Right.
I have to say.
Right.
Martinez is the favourite of Argentina at 7-2 with Unai Simon and Mike Magnay at 7-2. Alisson is at 6-1. But we've seen, I'll tell you who's the biggest mover from 200-1 into 25-1.
Wow.
Josimar Vecina of Cape Verde. You don't have to win this. There are times
Right.
when some players have got quarterfinals and have won it. The Belgian keeper, I think, in the 90s, he must have got around to about the last 16.
Yeah.
Historically, it doesn't always go to a goalkeeper that wins the World Cup.
Right.
And the way that he's
Cape
played
Verde
so
keeper's
far,
got a chance then, yeah.
it's 20, yeah, I mean, people are backing him, and that's no. I know that he must have a worldie against Argentina, admittedly. But yeah, you don't have to win it. Is what I'm stressing. And there's a committee that chooses this Golden Glove, so it's not all on clean sheets. So there might, the whole romance of it all. You never know, because there hasn't been, barring the minnows, I don't think we've seen an outstanding keeper yet, have we, lads?
You know that goalkeeper in Belgium you said in the 90s? Was that Bat?
No, he was in for France, wasn't he? Was that Joel Batts? Who used
Joel
to be?
Did he not play for Belgium?
Yeah,
I don't know. I remember a goalkeeper for Belgium called Bat. So
yeah,
I'll have a look. I don't want to put you under. I thought you might have known the name.
Steve,
though,
he's putting you under the gun here, mate.
No, but Steve,
it's not. I'm absolutely kicking myself here.
Yeah,
Lads,
it's out of order.
I do know this.
What Cundy does, mate.
No. But when he said that, I'm just like asking the question: was his name Bat, the goalkeeper?
Was it Prudhomme? Prudhomme of Belgium.
Okay, I've got Bat in my head.
Is my
Bat.
guess.
Bat.
I thought Joel Batts was. Yeah, he might have been France.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was France. But
yeah, that's my area. You see, I remember Joel Prudhomme winning it, but not going far.
Right.
Yeah. I maybe need to probably go out a bit more, possibly.
No,
yeah,
not at all. No, it's good conversation, mate.
Maybe get some friends.
Talk about goalkeepers that played for France and Belgium in the 90s. Good conversation.
Steve, you're a star, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, lads.
Thank you. Those are the latest odds with Bet365, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary. At Bet365, 18 plus, gambleware.org.
On the ball on talkSPORT with Bet365. If your bet builder on England versus Panama doesn't come in, you actually get your money back in free bets. Max free bet varies per customer. Bet restrictions and T's and C's apply. 18 plus, gambleware.org.
Right now, we are bringing a bit of sports bar to Game Day today. We're going to do a sports bar 11 hydration, because we've all seen the hydration breaks. So get involved, help us out. Only helps if you phone us up. 03 717 22 33 44.
I just think our options, like we bring O'Reilly on, he gets the header in the box late on. You start putting bodies in the box against these low defensive block teams. Like it was calling out for Tony to come on for me, get more bodies in the box, because we had players come on, put more crosses in the box. Saka come on and made an impact, I thought. But I just think Saka and Rashford has to start.
Take the skipper off if he does.
So that was John Terry sitting exactly where Sam is this morning. This clamour for Rashford, you've got a view in that, haven't you?
Well, I just don't remember the last time Rashford started a game for England was particularly impactful. It's always the way, whatever you haven't got is what you cry out for when you don't get the outcomes that you want. The main thrust of England's game was they didn't fizz the ball around. If you move the ball quickly, you move people around. And it was interesting that they put Saka on, which I think makes a lot of difference when he comes on, because he's a clever player, he creates outcomes. And the numbers that he throws out on the field are quite staggering when he's actually on the field. And then he shifted Madueke dugout side so that the coach could be in his ear driving him forward. I think the other thing, I think Rashford comes on as an impact player. If you're playing the last 20 minutes of a game and Rashford comes on with a wild hair up his backside because he hasn't been in the side, he's been replaced by Anthony Gordon at Barcelona and England and wants to play, which is the Rashford that we've got now. Tragically, for a boy of his talent, he's a consequence player. Every time he does something that he doesn't, that gets him consequence, he responds to it. He doesn't play well for a season. The England team need him to be available for the next World Cup. He has a good season. He goes away, gets himself into trouble by not turning up for a training session, gets consequence. Next 3 games, he plays very well. So I don't think Rashford starting is the answer. I think the midfield, popping the ball around against teams that sit in and defend. And interestingly, I watched the Panamanians. These are not a bad side. They are quite a dynamic side. I thought the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes of games against Croatia was quite exciting. And I think Panama will come into this game thinking, well, we're out. So we've got nothing to lose. What's the point of a low block? What's the point of just sitting in? We can have a go at England, and it might suit England. You might find England come out of this game with quite a handy win.
Briefly, the two of you and Rashford. Stuart.
Couple of things.
Cundy, in just a moment, we're taking your calls. We're doing a Sports Bar 11 hydration break special. Of course, we're building up to England v Panama this evening as well, live on talkSPORT. Reporter Angelina Kelly is soaking up the atmosphere in New York.
Yes, I am still here in Times Square. Got some England fans with me. What are your names?
Anna. Matt.
And how long have you been in New York?
A couple of days. Yeah, we've been to Boston and Dallas as well, so travelled all 3 games.
And will you be going all the way to the final if England get there?
Oh, bro.
if the bank accounts allow it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll pay anything, to be honest.
And overall, how's the experience been in New York, but also across America? Really enjoying this?
It's been so good, but I think Dallas has been the best so far.
Yeah. And ahead of today, obviously England beat Panama a couple of years ago, 6-1. I guess you can take a bit of solace from that. Feeling nervous at all about this one?
After that Ghana game, absolutely. But, I mean, look, a few early goals and then I think the nerves will go. But I think it's going to be comfortable, but not as comfortable as people think, I think.
No. Yeah. And a travel already made to Atlanta, so this has got to be a win?
Yeah, come on the boys! Yeah, come on the boys!
Yeah, looking good out there. Right, now time for this.
Win 26 grand in your hand, courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Yeah, talkSPORT have commentary of every single game from the FIFA World Cup 2026, and to celebrate, we're giving you the chance to win £26,000 cash. The best part, completely tax-free. That's right, £26,000.
So what are you waiting for? Enter right now. Here's how for your chance to win. Visit talksportwin.com or text the word WIN, W-I-N, to 83338 by 6 p.m. on the 20th of July 2026. Text will cost you £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or send your name and number to post to Comp 1, PO Box 3190, Colchester C028 GP, to arrive by midnight on the 23rd of July 2026.
The CO2. Honestly, mate, Colchester. Come on, mate. Switch your brain on.
What is it?
18 plus, UK residents only. So for your chance to win, text WIN to 83338 now. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksportwin.com. Right, here we go. The time has come for the best part of the show.
Come on, gang. Don't let us down now.
Just let people who may or may not listen to the Sports Bar when we do these, let them know what this is about.
Okay, so we're going to assemble a squad of 11, and it's done in a certain way. So it's a hydration 11. So that has to be something that you drink, okay? Now, it can be anything from water to Lucozade to beer.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a reason you have to have this particular bit of hydration. For example, right? in the middle of the park, I want water, right? So you need a water carrier, right? You need a water carrier.
That's good.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, right? Middle of the park.
Yeah.
So Walter in the middle of the park is a water carrier. He's the one that does all the work. He's the one that's keeping everyone going. He's the skipper. In the hydration break, he's the skipper, isn't he?
Yeah, hydration 11. Yeah, it feels like it. But do we like water?
Well, no, it's too hot.
You've had a night out, right? You're in Ibiza. You've had a big night out, right?
Go on.
Don't know if you want water.
It's too hot for water, Jay.
You know, it's a bit hot.
It's too hot to drink water.
Give me something else.
Right,
There's
okay.
plenty of things I can think of.
Right.
Don't involve water.
Okay, so once you suggest a particular type of hydration, there has to be a reason that particular piece of hydration is playing in that position and why. For example, I've given the example, water carrier in the middle of the park. He's the engine in there.
Putting water then? Are we putting that in? Do you want to start?
That's my example. So
yeah, I know, but it's like it feels.
Well, it's up to you.
Well, I feel like we could chuck him in there. Do you know what I mean?
I think water's. If you're not having water in a hydration break, that is not a hydration team.
Yeah, I know, mate, but it's a bit dull, isn't it, water?
Well, I've kicked off the dull one, just giving people an example.
All right, well, look, I'll put water in to start, right? Let's get a start on the 11 so people kind of know.
But the reason I've given
the centre mid is water.
Right, okay. Right, so that's the reason. But you can't just phone up and say beer, right? And we're going to say, where's he playing? You've got to give us a reason why beer is either in goal, right back, left wing, whoever he is. Why is beer there?
Why is beer there?
Give us a reason as to what his role is in the team and what his attributes are.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we get some calls. Help us out. 03 717 22 3344. It only works if you get involved, guys. All right. Okay. Let's go to Anthony. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. All right, Ant?
All right, Ant.
All right, gents. How we doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
You looking forward to the game tonight?
I enjoyed this a couple of years ago when we did the holiday 11. You didn't like my cockroach at that point.
Oh, yeah, we've done a holiday 11. He said
I can't have a cockroach in a holiday 11. Mate.
Yeah, you told me off. We ended up with deck chair and, lie low at the back.
Deck chair was a lot better,
Where
mate.
you go on holiday, there's cockroaches.
Yeah, you're getting out of there.
Yeah, you're not staying in that place, are you?
I know, mate. Don't know if you're going to.
No.
Right, Colin, what you got for us? We've got hydration, mate. Anything to do with hydration, mate.
I've got two, right? The missus helped me with this one.
Go on.
So we're going central defensive midfielder first.
CDM.
Yeah. Quick response, snappy, always at the heels. Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Yeah, he's lively. He's lively.
I like that he's done with that. That it snaps at your heel because there's obviously the gator in these. He's adapted.
Absolutely.
Bit of Gatorade, mate. I like it. Full of sugar though.
Well, I've got the other one for you. Do you want it?
I mean,
you've only got one each. Don't be greedy. Are you with your wife?
You like it though.
Are you with your wife?
Are you with your wife?
I am with the wife.
Well, she can give us it.
She can.
Gatorade were mine.
Right, your one's Gatorade. What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Right,
Rachel's in with a bit of Gatorade.
Yeah.
CDM.
Are you ready?
Snappy. Go on then. What you got? What's the other one?
Diuretic. Left back. Always stops the runs.
Diarrhea. Is that what you mean? Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Is it Diarrhea?
It's Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. Diuretic. Always stops the runs.
Yeah, Diarrhea's good.
Mate, if you're having Diarrhea, you've had a bad couple of days.
What's the other one called? Don't it called Imodium?
That ties you up, doesn't it?
Imodium's
if you got it, but that's the one that binds up the insides because you have a bit of a
stops runs.
Yeah, but you can't. That's not a hydration break, can you?
A bit of Imodium. It's not in the hydration break. It's just to do with hydration, isn't it?
Tablet.
Did someone who pulled their pants for England?
Gary Lineker.
Gary Lineker. So he could have done with some Imodium, mate. Diarrhea is like
you have an Imodium.
Imodium's good, mate.
Everyone knows about Imodium.
I think that's where Anthony was trying to go. A bit of Imodium. Mate, Imodium's good. If you are low on hydration, right, and you're ill, you're not well.
Are they not like your left back, right back partner? Do you not need Imodium then the Diarrhea? Stop the runs.
Imodium's good, mate. Come on.
Well, we've all been there.
You've got to have Imodium in the team.
All right, well, but
where's he playing?
Wait, he's stopping runs. He's a fullback.
He's a fullback.
Sounds like
stopping runs.
Isn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
But the Diarrhea also he dovetails him.
Yeah, but the Diarrhea kind of gets your salts in that back, right?
Does it? Yeah, but that
when you've been down in the dumps.
Yeah. Yeah, after there.
Where you playing? So we're putting both in?
I think they're both fullbacks, mate. I quite like the sound of that.
Imodium right back.
Yeah.
It feels like a right back Imodium. Do you know what I mean? It feels like Gary Neville.
Can't call Gary Neville of tablet Imodium. You can't say that.
Stops runs, mate.
Yeah, I know that, but
Imodium's good. Diarrhylite. So we've got Diarrhylite at left back. What's Diarrhylite do?
Diarrhylite rehydrates the. You know, once you've had the. Once you've been in a bit of a situation.
They dovetail.
Yeah, they do. They work together, mate. Do you remember when we had that? When Trent was one side, we had Shaw the other. Yeah. It's a bit like that. Was it?
Is that what it feels like? So we've got Trent and Shaw as Imodium and Diarrhylite.
Can't even make the England squad, those two.
It's a shambles. Okay, right. Let's go to Jacob. He's a Palace fan. Jacob.
All right, Jakey. Shaky, Jakey.
Boys and girls.
All right,
How are
matey.
you, mate? What you got for us?
I've been a fan of these ever since the first one, which was a bit of a disaster. So the only way's up from there.
Go
on. But I've gone for a classic. Maybe he's a Jordan Henderson of the group. All right, he's a bit older, I admit, but I still think he's got some legs in him.
Go on.
Got to be orange segments, isn't it?
Oh, it's a good shout.
Mate, that's old school. That is old school.
He's
That.
experienced.
It might be his last World Cup. I'll give you that, but you can't get on the plane without him.
You know, the old classic orange.
Do you know what? Here's a question, right, for everyone and you. Where's that come from, the old orange segment? Because we all did it as kids, didn't we?
Well, it's obviously an old school.
I know, but why? But why?
Because it's a bit of fruit, bit of sugar,
I know, but
bit of juice.
But professional footballers don't use it.
Yeah, but that's because games moved on.
But what is in it? What's in the segment? You go, you bite down. What is in it that's so important to the body?
Orange.
Yeah, I know, but what is that better than water?
What do you mean?
I don't know what.
Well, it's a bit of sugar, right?
Right.
A bit of glucose.
Okay.
Must be something in it, right? There's something
Yeah,
in
no,
the
but I
orange.
want to know what.
What do you mean?
It's been knocking.
I'm a doctor.
It's been. That's the question. I don't know the.
Am I ChatGPT?
Okay, go on. Go to your mate.
Honestly.
Go to your mate. Right. Okay, go to your mate and find out why. Because it's been knocking around when I played when I was 8.
Okay, right. Well, you keep talking. I like orange. Has to
I ain't got a problem with it, but I want to know why.
What's the question?
Why do people take orange segments when they play sport?
Orange.
Because it's been kids still do it today, right? Under 8s, under 9s, under 10s, they still do it.
Yeah, they do.
Is it? But it's like the magic sponge. The magic sponge didn't work.
Here we go.
Right, go on.
People often eat orange segments during football because they're quick, convenient snack at half time, especially in youth and amateur football. Here we go. The tradition side for a few practical reasons, mate. This is good.
Okay, go on. This is the answer I wanted.
Quick energy. Orange contains natural sugars that give players a small energy boost during the second half. Hydration.
There you go.
They're about 85 to 90% water, so they help replace some of the fluids lost through sweating. They're refreshing. Cold, juicy orange slices can feel especially refreshing after running around. And easy to share. They're inexpensive, easy to cut, and don't require utensils.
I mean, that is exactly the answer I wanted, mate. We didn't know that, did we?
Well, I mean,
we didn't know.
Not beat around the bush. That is why you have orange.
I know, but that's been going around since.
It's a staple part of the team.
It is, so it is. But I'm happy to have been there, but I want to know why it's still going around even today.
Mate, he's
in 100 years' time, right? 100 years' time, under 8s will be eating oranges. Guarantee it.
I tend to agree. Easy. Yeah. Where's he playing?
Well, he wants him in midfield.
Jacob, where are we having him? In midfield?
He's a Henderson.
Well, he's got potential to be captain. I admit he might be a defensive mid, but he's got to be up there.
I've got water and Gatorade in midfield, though.
Strong. That midfield's strong.
I've got water, Gatorade, and orange. It's a good midfield three, that.
Mate, you don't want to come against that midfield.
Orange segments. Mate, that's a good midfield, that.
Great, well done,
That is
Jakey.
a solid start, by the way. Jakey, thanks, mate. Right, here we go.
That trio in the middle of the park.
That's a good trio, that. That feels a bit like England's midfield back in the day. Jordan Henderson, bit of Walter, mate. Jude Bellingham. Yeah. And we've got Gatorade, bit of Declan Rice.
There you go. It's a midfield now.
That's a good three, that. That's looking solid.
You come up against that, you go, come on, we have to work hard today. Have to work hard to get past.
Looking lively, that midfield. All right, get your calls in. Help us out. So far, we've got Imodium at right back. We've got Diarrhylite at left back. Orange segments, Water and Gatorade as a midfield three. 03 717 22 3344.
Ronaldo is top, still top. But Haaland, for instance, is a better finisher.
Let me ask you this. In world football, I said this, Bentley, on yesterday's show, and I got a little bit of criticism. In his pomp, right? I'll ask you both. I'll start with Bentley.
I heard it.
I said R9 is a better finisher than Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, do you know,
He's a better striker, number 9.
Do you know what you said, right? And you said he was a better goal scorer.
Okay.
Right? Now, for me, R9 is a better centre forward. Like, so I don't think it's even close, right? But what people will do is look at the numbers. And this is where sometimes stats-wise, like the new generation will go, if I say R9's better than Ronaldo, Cristiano, they're going to go, are you crazy? He's got 1,000 goals. But sometimes it's not about just stats. It's about what does your eyes tell you. And anyone who's watched it, you would have watched him. R9 is the best centre forward I've ever seen.
R9 for me, that's my hero. You know, he is. That's why I wanted to become a striker. You look at him, and Ronaldo has done absolutely magnificent. Yeah, and Ronaldo, it's all about numbers and goal scoring. And he's obsessed with that. And that makes him so good. But R9 is just phenomenal. He's just incredible.
Better.
As a footballer.
Yeah,
so
you
much
both
more
agree with
natural.
me on that.
Yeah, but you said, because the way you said goal scorer.
Yeah.
You're listening to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hine, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk. We're taking calls. Hydration 11 03 717 223344. England's cricketers are in action against New Zealand. Sam Mallard is watching for talkSPORT.
New Zealand just edging ahead in this game, 91 for 3. That's with a healthy lead of 175 runs. Fourth wicket partnership now worth 40. Rachin Ravindra has played nicely. He's unbeaten on 45. Daryl Mitchell being a little bit more watchful. He's got 18 runs to his name. Shoaib Bashir is bowling much better today than he did in the first innings. He's gone past the outside edge with both batters on a couple of occasions now, but England searching for this fourth wicket. We've seen on quite a few occasions in this game clusters of wickets falling in quick succession. England, with half an hour to go on day 3, could do with that late in this session. It's 91 for 3 for New Zealand now, leading by 175.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Let's hear some of your shared takes with Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Right, the Hydration 11 is up and running. We've got Imodium playing right back because he stops runs. Diarrhea dovetailing alongside him at left back. Orange segments, Water and Gatorade in midfield. Let's go to Chris. Right, Chris?
All right, Chrissy boy.
Hiya, guys. You all right?
Yeah, matey. What you got for us?
So I'm going for Iron Brew as a centre-back.
All right.
The reason being is a big, strong iron man in the back who can't score goals like the Scottish national team.
No, but he's Scottish.
Yeah, you know. That's all right. It's Iron Brew.
He's not all right, though, is he? He's Scottish, mate. We're getting pumped with him at the back.
Give him the ball away to Vinny.
Iron Man, Hey, yeah, you're right, to be fair.
Do you know what I mean? We can't have Iron Brew playing centre half for this team, mate. We're getting knocked out.
Try and win the World Cup, not come home after 3 games.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you are right.
0.007% chance of winning with him in the team.
Maybe the original Iron Brew before they changed the recipe then, when they used to have a half-decent team.
What do you mean they changed the recipe?
Have you not been to Scotland? You can get the original bottle of Iron Brew, or you get the plastic bottle now. They've changed the recipe.
So what do you mean? It used to come in a can?
No, it used to come in a glass bottle. I went to Edinburgh a couple of weeks ago, and they sell the original bottle of Iron Brew up in Scotland.
It was still the same ingredients, right?
No, it's different. They changed the recipe.
Hold on. So are you telling me it's a different recipe in a glass bottle to it is a plastic bottle?
Yeah, Google it.
No, I believe you, but why?
I don't actually know. I assume it's to do with sugar and all that carry on, because it used to be like a hardy drink for the the workmen up there who worked on the iron thing. I went to like a museum about it. They told us about it, to be honest. I'm pretty sad. But yeah,
Did you not listen?
For the workers, and then not much, mate. No, I was too busy. You know.
Hold on. So they've changed the recipe. We don't know why. But only because the fact that one's in plastic, one's in glass.
Yeah, they've got the original recipe, and then you got the ones in the plastic bottle.
Well, look, regardless, we're getting pumped with him playing. All right, we can't have him in the team.
But the original one, right? But the original.
What do you mean the original? He's still Scottish.
No, but you got Alan Hansen, mate.
Is that what was said? Iron Brew, Alan
Mate,
Hansen.
if you got Alan Hansen,
the original Iron Brew.
it's got to be original.
It's got to be original,
right? You can't have the current version.
The current version, we get pumped.
Yeah, the old
original Iron Brew.
If that's Alan Hansen, right, that's top draw, mate.
Okay, right, we'll have Alan Hansen. All right, well, look, we'll let you have it, Chris. We'll let you have it. Thanks for decent stats there as well. You gave us good facts.
Well, he didn't. Yeah, but he's given us facts. He doesn't know why. I'll do a bit of research in the next break.
We're going to research Iron Brew. Let's go to Ashley, who's an England fan. Ash?
All right, Ash.
How's it going, lads? All right?
All right, mate. Come on, what you got for us?
Good. I got another centre-back, partner Iron Brew. Apparently you've let Iron Brew in.
Yeah.
Weird selection, but...
The original.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose original's got something to answer for, innit? But Guinness, centre-back. Big,
good.
Gets it everywhere, strong, and has got great head on him.
Hold on a second. Can't have alcohol in a hydration.
What are you talking about? Of course you can.
Imagine what?
How many
How many times after a night out, the first thing you want? Guinness. Give me Guinness. That'll sort me out. 100%.
He's not loved by everyone, but he gets around. He's got a great head on him.
Good head, mate. He's good at the back.
It's great.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
What do you mean, all right? That's a banker.
No, I was thinking I was taking it a bit too seriously.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what do you want in there?
Well, look at the team. Right?
Team's looking good, mate.
Look at the team. Now you got alcohol in there.
Yeah, but
the rest of them. Pep. Okay. Imagine you're Pep.
All right. Yeah.
Now imagine you're Pep.
Go on.
Right.
Yeah.
Read the team out and then put Guinness in. What's Pep say?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Imodium.
Right. Okay.
Imodium's playing right back today. You know, he stops runs.
Right.
We've got the original Iron Brew, Alan Hansen, solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got Diarrhea dovetailing the Imodium at left back. Yeah. And Guinness. Yeah. Good head. Good head. Mate, Guinness is a great shout.
Fine. I love a Guinness.
In the summer, maybe not in the summer. Maybe, you know.
He's hydrating a different way, though, mate.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, but he's still hydrating. He's still hydrating.
How much water's in a pint of Guinness? Percentage-wise.
Enough.
Is that enough?
I think there's...
To get it over the line?
100%. Guinness is a hydrating drink.
All right, okay.
It's got full of iron.
It is full of... By the way, there's a lot of iron back there in the centre half.
It's solid.
They're not getting past them.
This team's looking good, mate. I'm telling you. Guinness is in there. 100%, Ash. I'm with you. Let's go to Claire, to the Scotland fan. All right, Claire?
All right, Claire.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
I'm all right, Claire.
Good. So my number is number 1, the goalkeeper.
Yep.
The drip tray.
Drip tray?
The drip tray,
Go on.
Because there's no spilling and it catches everything.
You
can't drink a drip tray, though, can you? Does a drip tray hydrate you?
No, but it catches all the liquids of a drip tray. So nothing's spilling over and it catches everything.
I kind of know where she's coming from.
Yeah, I kind of get it.
I know where her brain's gone there. I don't know if it feels right having a drip tray and goal.
It stops no spills.
Yeah.
Doesn't make spills.
No spillage.
No spillage on
Catches
hydration.
everything.
It catches everything. You can drink it off the drip tray.
It's a weird way it works.
Kind of works.
It does in a weird way.
Kind of with it. Claire, I don't really know where your head's at with it, but I get it.
Well, I would rather do that, drink that, than his glass of water.
Say that again.
She said you'd rather drink the drip tray than a glass of water. 100% right.
True.
It's 100% right.
You've got, on a night out, you've got a glass of water with the drip tray, heading straight for the drip tray, ain't you?
Well, yeah.
Going for the drip trays.
Claire, it's in.
Cheers, Claire.
Cheers, Claire.
I did not think when we put this out a drip tray would be in goal. Did you?
No, I didn't.
But it makes sense.
It does. Mate, it works.
I like the fact it catches everything.
Do you know what? We put a decent team here already. It's all right.
Two centre halves, mate. They're solid as.
Mate, this back four's not getting beat.
No, it's not, is it?
Midfield.
Midfield.
It's like Cape Verde, this team. It's tough to break down this. Imodium, original Iron Brew, Guinness and Diarrhea. That's a strong back four.
Wow. That's a team. It's a team of giants. Isn't it?
Drip Great goal. Right, keep your calls coming in. If you've got a shared take of your own, you can voice note us or simply give us a call on 03717 223344. This all thanks to Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Listen, I love him, and people have asked me would I take him at Arsenal 100%. But you look at the last two seasons, Real Madrid, and then you look at the last two seasons for PSG, the two Champions Leagues. They were chasing the Champions League for so long. He moves out, they win back to back. It just doesn't look well. On Mbappe, does it?
You could say that he's responsible for that, but in the meantime, when you see what Luis Enrique, the Paris Saint-Germain manager, has changed, the way the team has changed, the unity, everybody is playing for each other, they're fighting for each other, on the pitch. And that's why, in every team they have met, they're beating because of that. They have the quality, but they show, real mentality, unity all together, the togetherness, But Kylian Mbappe, I think I won't be the guy who will say that he's the one responsible for the mess at Madrid. I think if you have Mbappe in your team, you are in a good position to win something. Yeah. It depends as well of other players. The ego of players, in Madrid is so huge and devastating. In the dressing room.
Is he the best player on the planet?
Actually,
yeah.
I won't say that. He's one of them.
Who is?
This season, you're saying
right now, if you're going to maybe write a list of your top 5 players, who would be number 1 best player in the world right now?
I really love Olise. He's been amazing for Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
and the way he entered into the national team without any pressure, and the fight that he's doing exactly what he does with Bayern Munich. He plays with freedom and with creativity, and happiness. For me, is very important.
You think he's the best player on the planet?
I mean, Olise, you put it as a right winger, he does exactly what he wants to do. You play him as a central midfielder, he does exactly what he wants to do.
Thomas Tuchel's busy trying to bring glory back to England for the first time since '66. But how did he get here? Well, from the sleepy town of Krumbach via some giants of European football, here's his journey to Wembley. Sitting around 60 miles west of Munich, Krumbach's population is less than 14,000 people. But Tuchel's friends there remember a boy whose ambitions lay far beyond the Bavarian community. His will to win was evident early. Tuchel often captained his youth football teams, and his school side lifted the national German football trophy in 1987. The sport took the young defender on a whistle-stop tour of South Germany, from Augsburg to Stuttgart and then Ulm. A knee injury ended his playing career at the age of 25, though. Tuchel accepted his first coaching role in the Stuttgart youth setup in 2000, hired by none other than Ralf Rangnick. Under Tuchel's stewardship, the club's under-19s won their league title in 2005. But Stuttgart chose not to renew his contract, feeling Tuchel had an abrasive personality. He went on to manage Augsburg's second team before spending 5 years at the helm at Mainz. He then followed in Jurgen Klopp's footsteps and moved from Mainz Mainz to Dortmund. Here, Tuchel secured his first major silverware, the German Cup, in 2017. 8 more major trophies came next for Tuchel in just 5 glorious seasons. He won 2 Ligue 1 titles and a pair of domestic cups as PSG boss. At Chelsea, he famously lifted the Champions League as well as a Super Cup and a Club World Cup, and he also bagged a Bundesliga at Bayern Munich. And then, 4 months after leaving Bayern, Tuchel was unveiled as England's new manager.
I always wanted to come back to England. That was my big goal. I have the best memories of the country, of the league and of the players. The attitude towards the game, the attitude from the supporters.
Well, here's hoping Tuchel can finally drag England over the line at a major tournament.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Horror, Jason Cundy. Coming up this hour, we're going to be joined by European football expert Kevin Hatchard. He'll be asking about Spurs and can we go after Marcus Rashford. But of course, England take on Panama tonight in the final group stage game, and it's live on talkSPORT.
Marcus Rashford makes it England 4, Croatia 2, and the 3 Lions surely now off to a winning start in Dallas.
Hopefully everyone fastened their seatbelts because it was quite a ride.
I'm annoyed at Thomas Tuchel for getting me excited, but for me coming on there and saying we're going to win the World Cup. Yeah, I think we can win the World Cup.
England 0, Ghana 0.
Good result against Panama, and the tournament starts then, as far as I'm concerned.
The beautiful thing of the World Cup is that you get to play against styles of play that you don't normally get to play against, and it'll stand us in good stead going into the rest of the tournament for sure.
They're going to defend deep and make it very difficult for them, I would think, if I was the Panama team and seen what Ghana had done to England.
It doesn't change too much for us in the group stage, so we just look forward to the next one to try and get to 7 points.
Yeah, from 8 p.m, Adrian Durham hosts live coverage of England v Panama from the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Adrian's going to be coming on a little bit later on in the show. Jim Proudfoot, former England captain, Stuart Pearce are going to be doing commentary duty as well. Right, we are doing, though, a hydration 11. You can never disappoint on talkSPORT with the calls.
You guys
never let us down. And we got a full switchboard of calls if people want to get involved. So far, in the team, we've got the drip tray in goal. It's good at spilling. Imodium at right back, stopping runs. We've got the original Iron Brew, not the new one, original Iron Brew centre half alongside Guinness as well playing centre. He's got good head on him. Diarrhea dovetailing at left back. We've got orange segments, Water and Gatorade in midfield. Let's carry on this team. We can bin off, players as well. If something comes up which is better, we can sub them out. Let's go to Paul. Right, Paul?
P-Dog?
Well, buddy, how you doing?
I'm all right, Paulie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. Nice to speak to you. Great show as normal.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got centre forward for you.
Go on then.
How about Tequila? Makes perfect shots.
Tequila?
Tequila.
Hold on. Ed the Man United fan wants tequila.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Tequila?
Yeah, tequila with lemon and salt around the rim.
It's not hydrating, though, is it?
By the way, right, I was out with Frank Sinclair. I was out with Frank Sinclair last
I know
week.
he makes good shots.
Jay, I was out with Frank Sinclair, mate. We've done some tequila.
Yeah, I know, but you're not drinking it to hydrate yourselves, are you?
It gives you a right old perk. It's like all of a sudden you go, wow, you're up. You're up and at him again. It's that one that lifts you, mate, when you're...
Yeah, no,
it's the end of the night when you need a little bit of a boost.
What, like 85th minute?
Yeah. Well, I'll get Ed on. Ed wants tequila as well.
Hold on, Paul, we'll get Ed on as well with you. Ed, he's a Man United fan. All right, Ed.
Ed, he wants tequila as well.
Ed.
Tequila's got to be on the wing for me. Has to be on the wing.
Why?
Why do you want him on the wing?
It's flary. Not a lot of people like it. Some people like it. Reminds me of a Gordon or a Madueke.
I look, guys, I hear what you're saying, right? But if I'm thinking of hydration here, I don't know if I'm thinking tequila.
But if you're gonna bring tequila on, it feels like it's one of those, like, you know, into extra time. He ain't starting, is he? Tequila. He's not a star, is he?
I don't know if tequila can start.
I don't think he's one of those that you bring into the hydration.
So we're doing a bench now as well, are we? We need a gaffer. So I've got.
I don't mind tequila being involved.
Well, of course, everyone loves a bit of tequila involved.
Yeah,
you know?
But I don't know whether he's.
I don't know if you can get 90 minutes out of tequila.
I don't think he's a starter.
I feel like he might let you down. You know, I think you might run out of gas.
Yeah. Well, it depends how many you got. I mean, anyway.
He's a finisher, though.
He is a finisher. It's on the bench, tequila. I tell you what, right?
It's super sub.
So at the end of the night, you know, you need to let that. And what's a shot of tequila? Bang,
bang,
bang. You're up, and that's it again.
The tequila's on the bench. Is he the super sub?
I think he could be a super.
Is he Marcus Rashford?
I think he could be a Rashford, mate. Yeah, comes on, changes things. For the better.
Where's this going? All right, Paul, Ed, we're going to put tequila on the bench, all right? It's a bit of a super sub. But let's go to Dave. All right, Dave?
Dave-O.
All right there. How you doing, lads?
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Go on, what you got for us?
Good. Got English mead, the oldest English drink. Centre forward, old school centre forwards with a bit of class.
English mead?
English mead?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
What is it?
Fermented honey it's made of. It's the oldest English drink.
Is it? What?
You used to drink it in all the farmhands used to drink it in the fields for hydration.
What? How many years
I don't
ago?
know if I'm looking at farmers, mate, as athletes.
You're talking hydration.
I know, mate. I don't know if I want a farmer up top.
I'll tell you, it's Harry Kane in a bottle, mate. Old English centre
mead?
forward. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I believe you. I believe you. So,
I mean, what's it giving you?
It's giving you quality, mate. It's the old school centre forward English mead. It's the oldest drink in England.
I might have to ask me mate again.
Ask chat.
It's hardy. It'll give you energy. It's fermented honey. It's good for
Fermented
you.
honey,
Give
mate.
you energy.
Quite
It'll
like the idea of
hydrate you.
fermented honey, Joe.
Hold on, it's an alcoholic drink.
So's Guinness. So's tequila.
I know, but Guinness you have. Guinness you drink to kind of get you going, right? A bit of iron in it. Keep a bit of hydration, bit of iron. You know, Guinness is good.
The old days to keep hydrated.
English mead's an alcoholic drink made by fermenting honey with water.
Ah, there you go. What's the percentage of water? What's the percentage, Jay?
Well, let me tell you, the alcohol content is up to 18%.
Jeez. Mate, you'll be stumbling around, falling. You'll be going down in the box, though, Jay.
18%. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, look. Do you want to put him in there? You got English mead up top. He feels old.
Do you know what? He does feel like a 4-4-2 merchant.
He
lump it in the box.
Yeah, it feels like he's on his last leg.
If you're struggling, just bring on the mead. Lump it in the box.
Oh my god! Is he Ivan Toney?
No, you can't.
Andy Carroll. It's Andy Carroll, mate.
Can't call Andy Carroll a pint of mead.
I think he is. Bit of Andy Carroll up top.
Just lump it into Andy Carroll.
Right, if we're struggling, right, we need a goal.
Yeah.
Bring on tequila and English mead. That's a good bench, that.
Mate,
that's a good bench.
Can they play together, though?
I think they're playing. That's old school. Kevin Phillips, Noel Quinn.
Tequila's now Phillips.
Is he in the team or not?
Put him in.
Put him in.
Put mead up top, mate.
Mead, English mead. Oh, mate, it feels stiff.
Do you know what? I have to say the midfield's excited me the
He's got
most.
55 minutes in him, mate. He's getting dragged.
Is
for
he?
tequila.
Is that it?
He's getting dragged for tequila, mate. I don't know if I'm having it. It's English mead. All right, let's go to Liam. He's a Man United fan.
All right, Liam.
How's it going?
All right, matey.
Come on, mate. We need some flair in this team.
Well, I rang up to put some a good old glass of red wine at centre back, but you've already got two, so you go anywhere on the pitch. You're just flexible, strong, fruity, full of grape.
Why is hydration turned into alcohol?
Mate, it was always going to happen.
Like, I mean, where's the TalkSPORT heads at?
Jay, come on, mate. It was always.
Like, what's happened here?
Jay,
like, it's just gone alcoholic. Come on, like, where's the electrolytes? Where's that playing?
Jay,
it's just gone out the window.
It was inevitable. We were going to go down this route. As soon as Guinness is in, mate, that was a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. Guinness
I can't
is
have red wine. Like, red wine is not making me want to run out in the second half. If I'm having a glass of red, I'm not running out second half up for it. You know, I want to sit down. I want to chill out. I want to go to sleep. I'm not having red wine, mate. Sorry, Liam.
Yeah, I think we've gone down the alcohol route.
Yeah, we come on.
Slippery. Jay, I
Gotta bring
you,
it back
As soon as Guinness is in there, I get the Guinness one, right? But then with tequila's involved. Now we've got mead up top.
Yeah.
This is just turning into like a 1980s team.
Yeah, I don't know if I can have this. Let's go to Richard, see what he's got for us. Rich?
All right, Rich.
Sorry, guys, I've gone for an even stronger
What you gone for?
shot up top.
What you gone
So
for?
I got absinthe as a
Yes!
centre forward.
Absinthe!
Okay? It's mean, sharp, nasty.
Honestly.
It'll upset everyone. Give you a red card.
Do you know what's going to
upset
happen?
the team.
They're going to start fighting this team.
Honestly, it's
They'll
like
be-
Uruguay, this team.
This team are going half time fighting.
It'll wake everyone up. It's the strongest shot you can get, and it can give 95%.
I know, but how's that going to help? Like when you're in.
Like, if I'm Thomas Tuchel, I'm naming this team at 8 o'clock tonight, mate. I don't know, mate. I don't know if the punters are going to be too happy with it.
Can you imagine
know.
Jim Proudfoot and Stuart Pearce commentating absinthe playing on left wing?
Absinthe?
That's mate. This is just descended now in just the alcohol.
It has. Yeah. And
Started off with water.
I'm looking at the callers.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all alcohol.
No, they're just.
What's happened here? What's happened? It's all gone down. I can't put absinthe in the team.
Oh, no, listen. You've got mead up top.
Yeah, I know, mate.
That's 18%. What'd you expect?
Really sharp.
This team ain't winning, mate.
It was winning until it turned into talkSPORT. You know,
Where's so good? Where's the talkSPORT beer? Where's so good?
Yeah, let's go to Guy. He's a Brighton fan. Guy.
Right, Guy.
Afternoon, boys. You're cracking me up at the moment.
Afternoon.
I can't believe you've never had some meat. Oh, cracking. Brilliant.
English mead.
Now, what I'm doing now, my one, you should either put him on the wing or stick him in midfield. Pepsi. It's bubbly, effervescent, gives you energy, cools you down when it's nice and cold, and also it's a sort of name of Brazilian one time.
Pepsi.
I don't know, mate. I mean, Pepsi. You know, hydration, 11.
Spice.
Well, that or tequila.
I think I want tequila, mate. Like, what? Yeah, why Pepsi anyway? Why not Coke?
No, Pepsi's a name, isn't it? It's a sort of Brazilian name.
I don't know if I can have Pepsi in there, mate. I don't know. I feel like we need to
Put him on the bench, Pepsi. I need a reason as to why he's playing where he's playing. Like, for example, Diarrhelite. We get that in Imodium, right?
He's there, right?
Stop runs.
We can't just have like drinks and there's got to be some sort of thinking about this.
Yeah, there's got to be a strategy behind it.
All right, can I put one in?
Go for it.
Because I feel like
Go on.
I feel like we need to bring it back to like kind of.
Well, good luck with the talkSPORT list.
What about Red Bull?
Where's he playing? He's
got to play on the wing, isn't he?
Phil, the bull in midfield.
He's Red Bull. Gives you wings, doesn't it?
Let's give you wings.
I mean, like, come on, like,
Gives
isn't
you
that not?
wings.
Is it? Like, we've all had a Red Bull when you need, when you need to get going.
Yeah, but normally it's got vodka with him. Vodka Red Bull,
I'm
Jay.
drinking vodka
Jay,
Red Bull.
Jay, put vodka Red Bull one.
All right. Honestly, we're in the gutter here. This team's in the gutter.
It was always going to end up this way.
I know,
It was never going to. Once Walter went in, mate, it was always going to descend into chaos.
I know, but like,
by the way, the front line, they're all drunkards.
I mean,
what have we got front line?
We got English mead and a vodka Red Bull on the wing. This team's gone down the pan, mate. It was looking good with Imodium at right back. It's just gone. All right, help us out, guys. So far, we've got the drip train goal. We've got Imodium at right back. The original Iron Brew and a Guinness playing centre half. Diarrhea left back. Orange segments. Water and Gatorade. That's a good midfield. Now, goes a little bit downhill. We've got a vodka Red Bull playing right wing. We've got English mead up top. We've got tequila, Pepsi on the bench. We need a gaffer. We need some more players. 03 717 22 3344.
What have you made of Stevie Clarke? He's come under the spotlight for how he's handled the journalists. He's come under the spotlight how he's set up Scotland, certainly in the second game as well. And some people have even questioned why he's had his term there extended before this World Cup. What do you make of that?
Well, Stevie Clarke, I played against him, and I know him, and he's not a Jose, you know. He's a very quiet guy, to be honest. And you have to look at what he's achieved as Scotland manager. It's brilliant, absolutely up there with the best. So. You know, people have got to realise in the press, I know the press getting on this, you know, this storm of the fans and the Tartan Army and we party and all that, but the press have got to realise, you know, where our players play, who they play for in the big league and the World League. And we've done well to get there. We could have qualified, and I don't think we will. I think Steve Clarke's been frank and he's been honest. And I think he's right. There's too many permutations against us. Which is going to, again, we're going to be crying losers, you know, oh, if only. I had it in 82. You know, we should have beaten Russia in the final game. We drew 2-2 because we conceded 2 goals against New Zealand first game, 15th of June. So we knew it was going to be tough. And that was a side with Souness, Hansen, Dalglish, Strachan, etc. You know, it was a John Robertson. Great side. It's not easy when you get the big league. And, you know, the final stages, and I'm afraid we're just going to be, once again, we're just going to fall short. But it's a shame because the punters are brilliant. But I think the press have got to look at themselves and say, we're a small nation, we maybe have underachieved again. But thinking about it, looking at what Steve Clarke's done, he's not flamboyant, he's not charismatic, excuse me. He's not giving it, you know, he doesn't like doing press conferences. It's quite simple. He's a quiet man, but what he's achieved, we shouldn't forget that. And he's been given a new contract, fine. I have no problems whatsoever with that. And we just got to build, we need to find a star.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app. Bit of breaking news, by the way. We just have a quick chat on this because it involves your team, Jace, Chelsea. Xabi Alonso wants to sign Xhaka.
Yeah, he was at Leverkusen with him, wasn't he? So he knows him. It's someone we've needed, but it just feels odd that we've gone for it now. It's like we've gone from one extreme to another. But we do need someone of an experienced player ahead in the middle part, mate. We do.
Is he better than Enzo Fernandez and Casado?
No, but what he will, and this is the thing, we have lacked that real head in the dressing room, that voice, that experience. How many times have we sat here and said Chelsea?
Play for Chelsea? Listen, I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a really good player. But it's another year deeper into his career.
Yeah, but obviously the relationship between Alonso and Granit Xhaka. That's it. That's it. And he's like, he's my general. What he did for me to go and win the Bundesliga, that's the reason why he's in. Simple as that. Now, is he going to play every game? Probably not. Is he going to be an experienced head in there? I understand the thought process behind it. It feels as though that it's a bit. We've gone from one extreme to another. That's what it feels like.
It does feel like you're just going to have a team of old timers.
We've gone from we ain't got a team of old timers. We've gone from 20-year-olds to 30-year-olds. So somewhere in between. But the relationship clearly is obvious.
Okay, well, you can have your say on that, Chelsea fans, but we are finishing off our hydration 11, all right? So far, we've got the drip tray in goal. We've got Imodium at right back. The original Iron Brew. We've got Guinness alongside him. Diarrhea at left back. We've got orange segments holding midfield with water and Gatorade. We've got a vodka Red Bull playing right wing. And we've got English mead up front. Let's go to Reg. He's a Liverpool fan. Right, Reg?
All right, Reg.
How are we? You okay, gents?
All right, Reg. How are you?
Yeah, good.
How old are you, Reg? How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
32.
Okay, so what's your full name? Is it Reginald?
No, it's Jordan, but I've got red hair, and my last name makes it rhyme with Reg.
What's your last name?
Adrian.
So it's a nickname.
Edgerton.
It's a nickname, Reg.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Go on,
But if you're known as a nickname more than you are your first, you might as well call your first name your nickname.
That's fair enough, mate.
All right, go on then, Reg.
So I'm throwing Kendall into the mix. So Kendall is obviously homegrown. It's British. It's English. It's packed full of potential.
Sorry, what are you throwing in?
Kendall, the baby formula.
Baby formula.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking Michael Owen, 1998. Sorry, 2018, Kylian Mbappe. I'm thinking something that packs up the youngsters. I want to throw it up top. I want to take old English Mead out. He sounds a bit aged and needs to retire. I think we need to look at
Kendall. How are you spelling that?
Kenda. So like Kendall.
Yeah.
Kenda.
Yeah.
Mill.
So like but like
formula.
Yeah, like formula, baby formula.
Yeah.
You mix together.
Yeah. I mean,
You stick it in a Tommy Tippy.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy Tippy. Yeah, I mean, it's proving high quality results. It's
do you know what?
Finishing.
I don't know if I'm having it in a World Cup, but baby formula.
Are you joking me, mate? Kylian Mbappe got a hat trick in a World Cup final.
Well, we weren't drinking baby formula, was he?
Was he drinking Kendall?
Yeah, he must have been. But I wouldn't have put it forward if he wasn't.
Hold on, Kendall has been the fastest growing brand of baby formula in recent years, with more parents. Oh, that's got nothing to do with it. We know families.
Right, okay, let's not beat around the bush here. Kendall, right, is baby formula. Do you want baby milk in there?
Don't think I do, mate.
No?
No.
All right, let's go to Tim. Right, Tim.
No, not what I'm reading about it.
Tim?
Right, Tim. Get 15% off, though, Jay.
Good.
Yeah,
Tim.
Baby 15.
Hey, guys.
How are you, mate? Are you good?
Tim.
Good.
Right, come on, what you got for us? Got to finish this team.
Okay, I've had a rethink because we got too much alcohol on the team. I'm going to go with Tim Hortons coffee, just straight coffee. Think of Jordan Henderson. Coffee's been around for a while. We got a lot of volatile characters in this team with the alcohol and tequila, and the coffee's just going to come in and settle things down the next morning. Be in the camp. Really helps out.
Coffee's a great shout, mate. You know,
Can't start the day without coffee.
No, you got coffee's is perfect. Drives you forward, gets you going.
Does, yeah. Wakes you up.
Wakes you up. What we taking out though? Where are we playing him? Because it doesn't feel like a winger coffee.
I think you'd have to go in the midfield. To be honest.
Engine room.
We're taking out.
Yeah,
we're taking out
room.
Gatorade.
Water, mate.
Taking out water. You can't take out water. You can't drop the skipper.
No, you can't. Water's got to be in there for this to work.
Should we take out Gatorade?
Take out Gatorade.
Right, Gatorade's gone. We're putting coffee in. I like coffee. Coffee's in there, mate. You know, everyone needs good coffee in midfield. Good shout, mate. He's in. Right, let's finish this team. Let's go to Alex. All right, Al?
All right, Al?
How you doing, boys? Okay?
I'm all right, mate.
Right, Al. How are you?
Good. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Great show as usual, chat.
Go on. What you got for us?
So I'm going for English breakfast tea. Right, the entire British Empire was built on cups of tea.
It's a lot of caffeine.
And it's a problem solver, right? It's got a bit of caffeine in it, so it can get about. But it's a problem solver, and I think it's a bit of a utility player as well. So you can stick him in holding midfield. You can play him as centre half. Calms everything down.
I need a left winger.
I don't know whether we can have coffee and tea in the same team.
Don't know if they mix.
No, it's a bit like Lampard, Gerrard. That's what it feels like.
It does feel a bit like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just doesn't quite
I
happen.
don't know whether they can work together. One or the other.
Scholes played on the left, though.
Yeah,
Scholes,
but-
is
no, but-
Scholes English tea?
No, he's not. No.
No?
You can't call Paul Scholes English tea.
I'm just saying. I need a
can't.
left winger.
I know, but Paul Scholes, kind of Sven ruined him out there.
He did ruin him out there.
We need someone with a little bit of. We need someone with legs.
If you needed a little bit of a lift, are you going for a coffee or a tea?
I'm going coffee.
Yeah, I think I am as well, mate.
English tea fit.
I think you're right. I don't think you can put these two in the same.
No,
team.
you can't.
I think they'll just ruin each other.
They will. Yeah, they'll dilute what another's got.
Yeah, I like the shout out. I do, but
Joey, had he come on first, T would go in.
yeah,
there.
T
just
was
coffee.
definitely in. But I feel like we're gonna have to leave him out of this team. Let's go to Righteous. He's a Chelsea fan, right, Righteous?
Righteous.
Yeah, hello.
All right, mate. Come on,
matey.
I'm thinking of ice because we've mentioned some tequila and tea and coffee and energy drink. What blends them all? It's ice, really. So I'm thinking of putting ice in midfield, so it's like the Zidane of midfield.
No, but he melts under pressure, mate.
Yeah, but it cools everything down. That's the idea.
When everything's going all mad around him,
it's cool as ice.
In a bit of ice in the middle of the park just to cool things down. I don't even play midfield though. There's a lot going on in midfield.
Well, I feel like Tequila might get a start. You know, I feel like Tequila's looking at the start.
Is he off the bench?
I feel like Tequila might.
Hold on,
get
that front three, mate.
You know what, right?
That front three is a shambles.
No, vodka Red Bull and English. I'm not having English mead, but right, we ain't had anything better.
You can't have 3 alcoholic drinks up there, mate. They'll be stumbling around.
Hold on. If we put Tequila on the left wing, right, we've got vodka Red Bull on the right wing, we've got English mead up top.
Yeah.
It's a powerful trio.
Yeah, it is, but
the finishers, mate, and then you've got the rest of the team to keep it all together.
The front three.
You have ice on the bench. In the last 10 minutes, we're winning 2-1 against France. You bring on ice,
mate. The front three worries me. I've got to be honest.
I'm putting Tequila in, mate.
No, that front three.
I feel
like they could end up fighting.
What?
They could end up the end of the night.
Yeah, you know what, mate? They're gonna get you going, mate.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you going.
Yeah,
They're gonna get you off your seat.
The first hour is brilliant.
They're gonna get you.
Last half hour, mate, that worries me.
They're getting you off your seat. And then when they blow a gasket, you bring on ice. No. Right. We need a gaffer.
Yeah, we do need a gaffer.
We do need a gaffer. Can we? Do you want to pick a gaffer?
By the way, Scott, as a Rangers fan's got an unbelievable one.
All right,
he might have to go up front.
Scott?
He might have to go up front.
Hi guys, how are we?
Go on in, come on in. What you got for us?
Jamie, you can have put me actually onto this. I reckon your centre half's got to be really, really scary. So I reckon you've given me the idea with Red Bull. I think you've got to call your centre half Monster.
Monster?
I think, can he go up top?
Plenty of energy.
Yeah, I think maybe the Monster's up top, mate.
We play the Monster up top. Would you rather the Monster or the English mead?
I think I would rather Monster.
Monster Energy.
They sound similar, actually.
They do sound similar. It feels like Monster's got a bit more about him.
Yeah, he's a bit like Brobby. Do you know what I mean? Throwing his weight around, like the Didier Drogba throwing his weight around.
English mead's been put on the bench.
Yeah, I think he's got to go. I want someone up top that can put himself about, physical, scares the life out of you.
Monster up top.
Throw anything up to him, Jay. He holds the ball up. Okay. And then you get the runners from midfield. You get Coffee joining the play.
Right, here we go. Can we have a bit of music for this? Because I'm going to name the team, right? Well done, guys. Thank you, everyone, for getting involved. So here we go. talkSPORT's World Cup Hydration Break 11. In goal, we've got the drip tray, because it's good. It sorts out spills. We've got the Imodium playing right back because stops runs. We've got the original Iron Brew, Alan Hansen, at centre half. We've got the Guinness alongside him because he's got a good head on him. Diarrhea dovetailing as left back, works well together. In midfield, we've got the orange segments. Old school Jordan Henderson in the team. Alongside him, we've got the Water because he's the water carrier of the side. He's the captain. And then alongside him again, we've got Coffee. Gets you going, starts the day. Everyone's up for a fight with a coffee. Then, up front, we have got, on the wing, vodka Red Bull. Gives you wings. On the left, we've got Tequila. Don't know how this got any hydration teams. But Tequila is playing left wing. Good shot. And then, holding it all together, the target man, Monster Energy. That's your team. On the bench, we've got Ice in the last 10 minutes. We can bring him on. He's cool as a cucumber. And the gaffer, to lead this team out for England, is the pint. The English pint. There you go. That's our hydration 11. Absolute shambles. Turned into an alcohol team. But we got there. Right. When we come back, we're going to keep building up England v Panama. We're going to go through the rest of the World Cup fixtures. European football expert Kevin Hatchard is coming on.
Bentley has been terrified all week about the Ghanaian witch doctor he slagged off.
No, he did not.
Supposedly putting a curse on Harry Kane and England's number 9, subsequently missing a sitter. Now, thankfully, the witch doctor, of course, lifted the curse.
It's funny.
Now, there was a report in The Sun that you, Emmanuel, were cursed by a witch doctor.
It's Senegal.
Ignored it
2002.
And got injured.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, before the World Cup in 2002. No, after the World Cup, actually, because we went out very quickly, during the World Cup in Asia. And when I came back, I was in holidays in south of France, and I had a friend, he was selling watches, on the beach, and he was expecting me. He was waiting for me for days. And then when he saw me, he came to me straight away and he said, I'm so happy to see you because I have something important to tell you. And I said, what is it? And he said, you have to be very careful because you have, how can I say that?
Curse?
A curse, yeah, on you. And you have to follow exactly what I'm going to tell you. And I said, what is it? He said, you have to go in Africa and you have to buy a cow and you have to kill it. And you have to follow.
Bit detailed and extreme, that one.
Yeah, but I said, listen, I understand and I really appreciate that. But this is your traditions and I'm not into it. So I won't do it. And 6 months later, I had to stop. But is it coincidental link? I won't say that,
Oh, so what happened to you? You got injured?
Yeah. And
they
cut my leg in 2 parts, so I had to stop playing football.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live with me, Jamie Hire and Jason Cundy. We've reached the end of day 2 at Trent Bridge. England taking on New Zealand in the series decider. Sam Allard's been watching for talkSPORT.
When England resumed this morning on 223 for 2, there was real hope and confidence with 2 set batters that England could get close to New Zealand's first inning score of 438. That wasn't to be the case, though. England lost 3 wickets for 11 runs right at the start of the day. Bethel and Smith going in quick succession, and it was in the afternoon session that England bowled out for 354. Nathan Smith picked up 4 wickets. The concussion sub, Zach Folkes, bowled beautifully as well, picking up 3 for 35. At the halfway stage then, New Zealand had a pretty healthy first innings lead of 84 runs. They go to the close on day 3 at 120 for 3, leading England by 204 runs. England picked up 2 quick wickets to leave New Zealand 12 for 2. Archer getting both of them. Nichols went not too long after that, but the 4th wicket partnership between Mitchell and Ravindra, a good one worth 69 runs. Rachin Ravindra passing 50. He goes to the close unbeaten on 60. Mitchell 26 not out. So that means New Zealand's lead is over 200 runs. They're effectively 204 for 3. So when we come back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, England are going to have to be pretty good with the ball to stop that New Zealand lead getting too far away from England. In New Zealand's first innings, England picked up 9 wickets for 121 runs. So New Zealand are culpable to a collapse. England will need that tomorrow. Another captivating day of Test match cricket at Trent Bridge. End of the day on day 3. New Zealand 120 for 3, leading England by 204 runs.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Following us from Adrian Durham, hosts live coverage England's final group game against Panama. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear the other game, that group, Croatia take on Ghana. And we can look ahead to all of tonight's action now as we slide into Game Day with Burger King.
Sliding into Game Day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, to help us go through tonight's matches, European football expert Kevin Hatchard joins us. Right, Kev?
Kev?
How are we, chaps? We well?
Yeah, good, mate. We're good. Look, big games again, all out tonight. Argentina, they take on Jordan. Is Messi going to play?
I think he'll play, but he won't start. Lionel Scaloni's pretty much confirmed that. And that makes perfect sense because even though Messi's been phenomenal so far, he's got all 5 of their goals. It makes no sense to start him, really. And what Lionel Scaloni has said is that the guys who haven't had any minutes yet will get a chance to shine. So some of the players that haven't been starting games. So I think they'll make wholesale changes. That makes sense. They've already won the group. And you do want to keep players involved if you can. And I think the sense you get with Argentina is that it is really a group effort. This is a winning machine. They've not only won the World Cup in 2022, but they've won 2 Copa Americas as well. And so he just wants to make sure that he's got enough players engaged and involved going into that game against Cape Verde.
Croatia take on Ghana, also in England group, of course, take on at the same time. It's going to be 10 o'clock kickoff. That's on talkSPORT 2. I just wonder, it feels like a draw to me, Kev. Currently, at the moment, Croatia are sitting 7th best side in the 3rd position. So a point will guarantee that they get through into the knockout stages. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I think a lot of it will depend on how Ghana approach it. I think the feeling is, even though Carlos Queiroz is saying, well, we might be more expansive, he said, I want to play winning football. You know, the way they played against England, they defended superbly and then tried to hit on the counter and really should have been given a penalty. Yeah. So it nearly worked to perfection. They've got players like Semenyo that could really do damage on the counter-attack. We've seen that in the Premier League time and time again. So that would make sense to try and soak up that Croatian pressure and then try and strike. So I think this is an important game for Croatia. They weren't great against Panama. They lost against England. I think they need a bit of momentum going into the round of 32.
Okay, I want to talk to you about last night's game, actually. Uruguay. They're out of the World Cup. They lost to Spain. Marcelo Bielsa. His interviews after the game,
nuts.
All over the gaff. What was all that? Lost his head.
He's furious. Yeah, I think he's devastated. I think he was very self-critical. He said, I've given Uruguayan football nothing here. You know, my tenure won't be remembered. We knew that he was going anyway, but they've been pretty miserable. And one of the biggest decisions he made was to bring back Muslera, the goalkeeper, at the age of 40, and he's been atrocious. You know, he's made mistakes in all 3 games, and that's really cost them. Because actually, they weren't battered in games. They were in games. They had moments, but didn't do enough. And so to bring him back out of the cold, really, when Rochette, the guy that replaced him at half-time against Spain, had been perfectly adequate and was playing well, there was no need to make that decision. There was a feeling that a number of the players had become really frustrated by just being told off incessantly, to be honest, and didn't necessarily agree with the football that Bielsa wanted to play, felt that they should have played in a different way. So there was a clear split between Bielsa and a lot of his players. And all of that frustration that's been building and building and building, not just during the World Cup, but for quite a long time now, just came out.
Yeah, and it came out with Agustin Canobia getting sent off. He lost his head completely. I think that probably sums up exactly what you're saying, Kev.
Yeah, horrible challenge. Yeah. And as you say, it's just pure frustration. Frustration with the way that Uruguay had played, frustration with the results that they've got. And it's a shame, really. I mean, Bielsa's record in World Cups is not great. Did some good things with Chile, but generally it's not great. And I just don't think when you're cooped up with a manager day after day after day, and he's as intense as Bielsa is, and I love some of the football that Bielsa plays. I love some of his ideas, socially, if you like, beyond football, but he is incredibly intense. And I just think groups of players find that really difficult to deal with in a kind of tournament setting.
Meanwhile, the game that took place last night has been Dembele scored a hat-trick against Norway. Erling Haaland on the bench. They had a penalty that was poorly missed by Strand Larsen.
Do you know what? I thought they'd done all right, Norway.
They did do okay, but in the end they came undone by what is just what France have got up top.
Yeah.
And this was
some chances though.
They had a penalty, missed a penalty. There was, but I mean, Haaland would have been absolutely devastated to not been on the pitch when the penalty was given.
Yeah, he would, although it was interesting because he was asked ahead of the game, what he felt about it. And he said, we're through. I don't really care. I think France will beat us and France will probably win the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I have him probably right on both counts, actually. Ståle Solbakken and the coach was really open and clear about it. He said it was a no-brainer. I found out that no-brainer in Norwegian is no-brainer, by the way. And he said that this was absolutely clear. We looked at the players, we looked at their tests, and we looked at what kind of physical condition they were in, and it made absolutely no sense, having already qualified, to play them again. He said, I know a lot of the fans would have wanted to see Martin Ødegaard, would have wanted to see Haaland, but we have to think about the fact we want to be here for a long time. And they've ended up with Ivory Coast in the round of 32. That's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but even if they win the group, they play Sweden, and I know they beat Sweden fairly recently in a friendly, but that's not a slam dunk either. So I don't think in the grand scheme of things it really cost them much.
What about Belgium? They won 5-1 against New Zealand. They've still got some top players. I know some of them are aged, but could they still be contenders?
I don't think so. I don't think they can win it. I wouldn't expect them to get to the semi-finals. I think Rudy Garcia was quite bullish after they got that win against New Zealand. But with respect, it's New Zealand. And I was very impressed with New Zealand against Iran. Thought they were excellent in that game. But they are the lowest ranked team at the tournament for a reason. And they gave up some horrible goals, and Belgium took full advantage. Look, it's not a total write-off for Belgium. I don't think they've been as awful as they've been made out to be. I think Trossard's played pretty well. De Bruyne's had moments. Lukaku's had moments. De Kuyper's played okay. They've had moments in all of the games. But, when you're looking at Spain, France, even England, Argentina, I just don't think they're anywhere near that kind of level right now.
I agree. The biggest story, of course, of the World Cup is Cape Verde, whatever you want to say, reached the knockout stages for the first time ever. That's the biggest story, and I think this probably is one of the reasons why this World Cup has been extended, to get stories like this.
It's a phenomenal achievement. It's 10 islands, a West African archipelago that's never qualified for the World Cup before. They've got a population of under 600,000. Wow. I think only Iceland and Curaçao have had smaller populations. And so, therefore, they are, by definition, the smallest nation to ever secure knockout football at a World Cup. You look at what they've done in terms of recruitment. I always find the story of Pico Lopez, the centre-back who plays for Shamrock Rovers, really.
I saw that, yeah.
Because they recruited him on LinkedIn, and when he looked at it, he went, what's this? And he kind of dismissed it to start with, and then he translated it from the Portuguese and then realised what it was. And now he's really embraced playing. What I love about them is that they can play in different ways. So if you look at what they did against Spain, they dug in incredibly well. But in the other two games, they've really gone for it. And if you look at the game late on against Saudi, there was no need for them to go for it. They knew they were going to get through with a point. Should have won the game, actually, because they really threw men forward trying to get the win. And they missed an absolute sitter with the final kick of the game. But it didn't matter. Look, they've got the ultimate test against the world champions, Argentina. But this is their reward. Whatever happens now, if they get gubbed 7-0. It doesn't matter because they've had an incredible run. And Bubista, the coach, I admire so much because this is a guy that was captain of Cape Verde for 11 years. He's been the coach since 2020. He's so calm, so calm. He's just got this natural authority about him. He's such a joyful guy to listen to. He's done a phenomenal job.
And they play Argentina, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
in Miami. So that,
well,
yeah,
they get to play like the World Cup winners. Like, I mean,
what a journey!
What a journey! Yeah, you know, obviously they'd probably go out, but you know, like what a moment, what a finishing touch. You get to play against Messi and Argentina. You know,
and look at the way they qualified. You know, they qualified ahead of Cameroon. You know, they didn't just sneak through. They were 4 points ahead of Cameroon. They're there on merit, and the way Bubista, the coach, has spoken, he's always talked about belief. He said, nobody really believed in us, but I did, because I've worked with these players for years, and I know what they're about, and I know what they can do. And some of the guys, he made 5 changes for that game against Saudi Arabia. Some of them were quite surprising, and the guys he brought in were all phenomenal.
Fair play to them. Kev, you're a star, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Kev.
Cheers, chaps.
All right, it's Kevin Hatchard. That was a look at some of the day's key talking points, all thanks to Burger King.
Sliding into game day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Right, we're going to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo next.
Manchester City have agreed a £116 million deal to sign Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. The fee, as you might have guessed, is the most ever paid for a British player and represents a new record for Manchester City. He's 23, Anderson, and has now been given permission to undertake a medical right here in New York today, with the deal subject to the finalising of personal terms. You would think that'll get done quick style. Alex, Elliot Anderson, this is a remarkable rise, isn't it?
Certainly is, when you think that he went from Newcastle to Forest for a relatively modest sum. I know Eddie Howe at the time didn't particularly want to cash in, but obviously they had issues with PSR.
Yep.
It's interesting, the figures. City side are saying 116 million. Forest side are saying actually it's nearer to 130 million. Either way, it's a record, as you say, for a British player, potentially a Premier League record fee, eclipsing what Liverpool paid for Alexander Isak this time last year. I was speaking to a couple of ex-players at the darts last night, and we were pondering, if Elliot Anderson is really a £130 million player, how much would someone like Paul Scholes be worth in the current market? I think he's a terrific player, Elliot Anderson. I'm not sure he's a £130 million player.
Well, sure. He joined Forest, as Alex says, from Newcastle in a £35 million deal in 2023. So, not so long after that, we've now arrived at 116 million.
Well, brilliant business for Forest. If I'm going to my chairman and I'm going to buy him, let's say, I've got my Manchester City head on, and the figure's up near 130 million, I would be very uncomfortable paying that sort of money for him. I think he's got a lot of potential in front of him. As he stands at the moment, he's a very good player. Top quality, world-class, 130 million, I'd be nervous, especially when you see, and it's no relevance whatsoever, but it'd be in the back of my mind, Calvin Phillips.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jammer, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, whatever it is, they're here for it. Reminder, we're building up to England's third and final game in Group L. They take on Panama in New Jersey, 10 p.m. Adrian Durham will bring you all the build-up from 8. Meanwhile, it's the Women's T20 World Cup. England are looking to make it 5 wins from 5 when they take on New Zealand, and Claire Cottenham is reporting for talkSPORT.
New Zealand at the moment are 35 for no loss in the fifth over. England lost the toss. They're going to bowl first in this final group match of the T20 World Cup at the Oval in London, with warm conditions once again in the capital. England come in, like you say, unbeaten and have qualified for the semi-finals, winning those 4-4 matches in this tournament. New Zealand, however, their chances were on a knife edge as Ireland beat the West Indies not so long ago. If Ireland had lost that, New Zealand would have been out of the competition. Now the reigning champions need to defeat England to qualify. England, like I say, they're through. They don't need to worry too much. All they have to worry about is the opportunity to go through to the semis with a perfect record. Big one for New Zealand, though. Both sides are unchanged coming into this as well. New Zealand 39 for no loss in the fifth over.
Okay, later tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal take on Colombia, 12:30 kickoff, right here on talkSPORT. Of course, Ronaldo has been taking a lot of criticism for the first game against Congo. Hit back 2 goals. Ronaldo's biggest fanboy, Piers Morgan, joined the breakfast show earlier in the week, had this to say.
You don't know Cristiano Ronaldo. He's just had 4 or 5 days of the world mocking him, hating on him, writing him off, saying he's a washed-up has-been, saying he drags Portugal down, blah, 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 blah. And last night, he showed the world, once again, that he is the most clinical, brilliant finisher in the history of world football. And anyone who thinks otherwise, to me, is living in cloud cuckoo land. The guy's 41. The 2 goals that he took would be goals he'd have been proud to have scored like that when he was 21. And, you cannot watch what Ronaldo did last night and not agree with me that far from being a washed-up has-been, he is a guy who at 41 is just literally reinventing the wheel.
Look, Piers Morgan obviously has an obsession with Ronaldo. He loves him, and that's fair enough.
He's his mate, isn't he?
Yeah, he's his mate, but, professionally, of course. But, look, he did take a lot of stick, Ronaldo, in the first game.
I don't get that either, though. I don't get that. I don't get the stick.
No?
No, look, clearly he's not the same player. And why would you be at 41? But the mocking, it was over the top. But I don't quite understand why so many people took so much joy in the fact that he was struggling a little bit. There's no doubt about that. But Piers is right. He's still a clinical finish. Put him in the right area, he'll score you a goal. That instinct is never going to change, right? And he is, for me, probably the greatest goal scorer I've ever seen. For me.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest player the world's ever seen.
No.
That's the message.
He's the greatest finisher, isn't he? I mean, the amount of goals he scored and the types of goals.
The different types of goals, and he can still do that. But there will come a point in this World Cup, I feel, that he will come up against something that
Well, he played against Uzbekistan. He scored 2 goals. Fair play. But
yeah, I know.
Portugal, they're not there for Ronaldo, right? Portugal, with this team that they've got and the players that they've got, they are there to win this World Cup. They've got a squad of players that are capable of winning it.
They've got midfield. Their midfield's brilliant. The midfield's outrageous.
Four's all right.
Say again?
Back four's decent.
Yeah, no, yeah, but the midfield, though.
Side.
Yeah, the midfield is a. This is a Portugal side that can. Honestly,
if they don't win it, Ronaldo's going to get criticism.
But I think Martinez. I think there will come a point that Martinez has to put the team first, and Ronaldo is. There is a little bit of something about watching someone that's been absolutely brilliant struggle, and there are moments where he is off it. He's not Peter Pan. He's 41, and Piers right. The goals he scored, they were well taken goals, but the opposition has got to be brought into it as well. But I just wonder that how it's when Portugal get knocked out, if they do get knocked out, of course. I think Martinez has got to put the team first. I think, and that's really.
I don't think Martinez is dropping Ronaldo at any point in this World Cup.
No, he might.
He's not dropping him. No way.
Well, he's leaving, right?
Yeah.
So he's got no.
Apparently, he's going to Ronaldo's
He's
team.
going to manage Ronaldo.
Yeah, definitely.
So you wonder how much that may be playing on his mind, but he's one of the best footballers I've ever seen. He's not the greatest. He's not. Messi's the greatest footballer I've ever seen, and if you know football, you know that.
Here's a question: Ronaldo, if he was English at 41, would you take him to the World Cup?
He wouldn't play ahead of Kane.
No.
Okay.
But would he play ahead of Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney and Rashford?
Possibly. It's hard. I don't know. He's still a goal scorer. Put him in the right area.
Harry Kane was poor the other night, by the way.
Yeah, but I know, but I don't know how much you can put that down to Kane being. It's just the way they set up. They played a 4-5-1. I mean, it's horrible to play against.
Yeah.
As a striker.
Yeah.
How do you? There's no service. What can you do?
No, you can't do
what can you do if
You
the
got
team
fi-
is
you got
structured
5 players around.
and the job of the team is to make space for Kane
Yeah.
when they play in that shape.
Mm.
And when they're out of shape, you and I watched the game. Where there were moments where Ghana were out of shape, right? And I kept saying, move it now. And the time that we took to pass the ball, Kane can't. There's only so much space you can create for yourself. Players have got to recognise the ball's got to move quicker.
Yeah.
If the boot, we'll see it tonight, by the way, against Panama.
Well.
If they play a 5-4-1, which I expect them to do, or something like that, or a 3-4-3, whatever it's going to be, I expect a 5. If we don't move their midfield and we don't move their back line, you're going to come across the same problem.
I think Ronaldo had that in the first game, right? That's what he had. And then obviously he scores against Uzbekistan and everyone's a fan again.
Yeah, but he's a brilliant footballer. He has been. He's one of the greatest to ever put a pair of football boots on. The problem, unfortunately for him, is he come up at the same time as Messi.
We have seen the old, you say the old guard, like Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar come on the other day.
Don't talk about Neymar.
What do you mean?
Don't go.
Yeah, but he played in the World Cup, Jace. He's come on for Brazil. You have to give him some credit where he does deserve a bit of credit. I know you're not a massive fan of him, but
No, I just find Neymar obviously a brilliant footballer. I'm not saying he's not, but I don't get the hype around. Don't talk to me about Neymar and Messi and Ronaldo in the same breath. That's what's just annoyed me. That you brought Neymar into it.
Well, I'm talking about the greats that are at this World Cup who have been around for a long time. Neymar is one of them. I know he's only featured off the bench right now. He's been injured.
He's not great.
What do you mean?
He's not great.
Neymar is a great.
He's not great.
Oh, he is.
He's not great.
He's not one of the greats. Is Rivaldo a great?
Yeah.
Well, you got to put the Neymar in the same breath.
Well, I'm not.
We've had loads of conversations about Neymar, but to say he's not great,
he's not great.
I don't think you can say Neymar's not great.
Jay.
He's one of the greats. Everyone is going to remember Neymar.
I know, not for the reasons you're saying though.
I disagree.
What's he won? When he left Barcelona, what has he won? Don't say Ligue 1 as well.
He did win Ligue 1. It's good. Mate, Ligue 1's all right. It's not easy winning that,
Messi is a great.
And
Ronaldo is a great.
Messi is one of the greats
R9 is a great. Neymar is not a great.
Is Gary Lineker a great?
No. He's an English great, but he ain't a world great. Zidane, a great.
Yeah, it's Zidane.
Right. Can't put Zidane and Neymar.
Bergkamp.
Oh.
Is Bergkamp great?
Yeah, I think you'd give me Bergkamp. Yeah, I'll take Bergkamp.
Well, Neymar's better than Bergkamp.
I don't know if he is, mate.
Oh, Jace, come on.
I don't know, mate.
Come on.
They're similar levels, mate.
Like you can't turn around and say Neymar's not great.
No, Bergkamp's not great then, if that makes you happy.
No, but you just said he is. You want another name?
I'd rather have Bergkamp in my team than Neymar.
Is Rooney a great?
Yeah, he's an English great, yeah.
No, is he a great?
I'd rather have Rooney in my team than Neymar.
No, I'm not.
So if you're asking me now, right, in their pomp and their prime, who am I taking? Ronaldo, Rooney or Neymar? Rooney every day of the week. Go on, give me another one. Game this. I like this game.
I'm trying to think of some greats who are not.
Hazard. Give me Hazard over Neymar.
Oh, do me a favour.
Hazard.
What are you on about?
Hazard. Give me Hazard.
Hazard over Neymar.
Hazard over Neymar.
Mate, your whole mentality towards Neymar is just outrageous.
Go on. O'Hara over Neymar.
No, come on. Come on. Don't say he's not great. I get your.
He's not great.
I get you. I get your opinion on it.
Are we talking world greats?
I'm talking
world greats.
When you look back on football, right? When we
Cruyff,
look back,
Cruyff, great. Zidane, great.
We're talking. Okay.
Right. In my lifetime, I've seen these players. Right. Rivaldo. Right. R9. These are.
R9. Come on. He's well cooked.
Well, then don't mention
Neymar. Neymar. He's not R9. Right. He's not Ronaldo. He's not Messi. He's not Maradona.
Well, then don't mention him then.
But they're icons.
Right. Okay.
But you're saying that Bergkamp's a great. Rooney's a great. Well, then Neymar's a great.
No, they're in a different. Okay, same bracket then. Same bracket. But if you ask me who I'd rather play with or have in my camp, don't give me Neymar. Not having Neymar, mate. He's one of those.
Okay. Would you rather have Rashford than Neymar?
Mate, give me Rashford.
Are you having a laugh? Rashford.
Well, don't ask the question. If you don't.
Barcelona didn't want to sign Rashford.
I'm telling you.
Neymar went there literally tore it up.
Mate, Neymar, he had Luis Suarez and Messi.
Oh, mate, come
He had Iniesta, Busquets.
Lamine Yamal and Lewandowski. Rafinha. Rashford at Barcelona. They didn't want to sign him.
I'm not, mate. Whatever you say, throw another one at me about Neymar. Go on.
Okay, Sturridge.
Give me Sturridge every day of the week.
Oh, mate, honestly, you're talking guff, mate. You're talking guff. I'm out of here. Honestly, your stuff on Neymar's a joke. It's ridiculous.
Mate, here's the thing, right? If you don't like the answer, don't ask the question. 03717 22 33 44.
When you look at Scotland over the 3 games, David, what is your overall assessment and takeaway? I mean, most of us looked at it and felt that Morocco and Brazil would be a reach to get anything from, and that the outcome of the Haitian game would be important and that goals needed to be scored. Criticism is being made of Steve Clarke. I'm not asking you to jump on the bandwagon, but the manner in which Scotland have played, the lack of bravery, the fact that they've been very negative in lots of people's minds, and Steve is a defensive coach. When you hear all those things, what's your assessment of these 3 games and the opportunities that Scotland have either taken or missed?
Yeah. Well, we spoke the other day. I think the biggest word what you're missing here, Simon, is quality. I don't think Scotland have the quality at the moment available to them to compete. I'm not saying that on the odd day that you wouldn't beat one of these teams and get good results, which we did against Denmark, for example, when we get through those games. But I just feel that generally Scotland have been short at that level. We talked about it a few days ago when we were talking about the Haiti game and only winning 1-0. We all felt it was a really good result. Not a really good result, but a good result because we had got 3 points. But you were right in what you were saying. We probably needed to score 3 or 4 goals. But I don't think MD, who's played Haiti yet, or certainly Morocco, have found it that easy. And I don't think they've been as easy a game as what maybe everybody hoped it might have been. So yeah, it might have cost us not scoring 2 or 3 goals in that one game. But I think us getting a victory in the opening game of the World Cup seemed like a good result for us and a good return. But
David, are you saying virtually that it doesn't really matter who's in the Scotland dugout? This is as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm. Look, Steve Clarke's done brilliant, Jim. You know as well as I do. We've not been able to get to competitions. Steve has. Steve's got us there over the last few years, a few competitions, I should say. With what I think.
The story of England's World Cup win in 1966 is the stuff of legend. Pickles and a lost trophy, World Cup Willie, they think it's all over. They couldn't have done it without the skills and goals of Sir Geoff Hurst. But his World Cup journey wasn't always plain sailing. But for a freak injury in the group stages in 1966, we may have never been speaking about Sir Geoff Hurst in the same way. He got the call after Jimmy Greaves had his legs sliced open against France in the final group match. Hurst got off to a flying start in the knockouts, literally, scoring the winner against Argentina 12 minutes from time in the quarter-final. He didn't score in the semis against Portugal, but his influence on the game was massive. When Greavesy was past fit for the final, though, the public and the press wanted their main man back in. Sir Alf Ramsey stuck with Hurst, and the rest, well, you know. His heroics prompted parties on the streets. Once the celebrations had died down, England started preparing to defend the trophy. And just look at their record between 66 and 70. Only 4 losses in 36 games. But when 70 came around, fate played a mean trick on Hurst. In the quarter-final against the Germans, Hurst scored a legitimate goal in extra time that was disallowed. And England lost. Basically the exact opposite of the 1966 World Cup final. With that, Sir Geoff's pretty short World Cup career came to an end. When you look at his stats, they aren't massively impressive. But when you consider 3 of his 5 goals came on that glorious afternoon at Wembley, it's not a bad trade-off. What you might not know about Sir Geoff, though, is that after retiring, he didn't stay in football. I mean, he tried, oh yes, but he packed in management after 2 years and later worked in insurance because he couldn't afford his mortgage. I mean, can you imagine Harry Kane in insurance nowadays? Yes, Sir Geoff may have only played in 2 World Cups, but crucially, he helped bring one of them home. Jules Rimet, still gleaming.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy. We're building up to England's final group game. They take on Panama in New York. Now, though, we have a little chat about Marcus Rashford.
Here he comes for Rashford, keeping his feet and winning the game for England.
Exactly what we want from Rashford.
What Marcus Rashford's done this season at Barcelona. 13 goals, 10 assists.
That is Marcus Rashford rolling back the years.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Rashford does at this World Cup for England, because I think he could be that kind of almost secret weapon, if you like, who's not so secret.
Yeah, Rashford's got 2 years left on his United contract. We won't be heading back to Barcelona. They've signed Anthony Gordon. Spurs already signed defender Paul Van Hecke from Brighton. Has got Marco Senesi as well, Andy Robertson, Dubravka on free transfers. We've also been linked with big money moves for Tonali. And Rashford is the latest one that's a potential chat. You know, Rashford, mate.
I like him.
He's a good player. Let's not get away from the fact that Rashford is he's a top player. I think if Spurs could get hold of him, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Who you brought this round to Spurs? Honestly. If we're in a World Cup, you bring it round to Spurs.
Well, I'm just asking the question because it's a talking point. Spurs are interested in Marcus Rashford. Yeah. I would love nothing more than for us to break the bank with wages and get him over the line. It ain't going to cost you loads of money. What, 30 million quid probably?
Less than that.
Right, you're going to get him for nothing because they need him off the wage bill. They don't want him there. His future's gone at Man United. Right? The only reason he'd be integrated back into the team is if they can't get rid of him. He's up for sale. He's on a lot of money, right? And Man United have put themselves in a big hole with the wages that they've given him that people don't want to do it. That's why Barcelona ain't ended up signing him. If they can come to some sort of deal and get Marcus Rashford at Tottenham, he would be a star player for us. Star player. He is still top draw. I don't care what anyone says. And people talk about his mentality, talk about his work rate. He's got star quality.
I agree with you. I agree. But the problem that everyone's got is his wages. He's on rumoured to be 350 grand a week. Okay, and that's Man United's problem at the moment. They're going to have to pay him to go. They're going to have to give him a lump sum, mate, to get him off the wage bill, to make it financially viable for him. Now, why would he walk away from a contract that's 350 grand? Then, yes, he wants to play first team. He'll find a club. There'll be a loan deal somewhere. It might not be look, Barcelona, clearly, he had a great time there, right? Won La Liga when he was there, okay? But the wages are a massive problem for everyone. One, except for him, by the way. Man United can't shift him. Someone's going to have to come in and either match the fee they want and match his wages. No one's going to do that. He ain't 350 grand's worth of player. He's not. But he's still a top player.
No, he's not worth 350 grand a week.
But Man United valued him at that, and you know,
can't blame him for getting that money. They offered.
No, it's not his. As I said, it's Man United's problem.
So it's Man United's problem, right? Problem. So they're going to have to pay him up.
Well,
they might have to.
Well, that's the. I don't see any.
Would you have him at Chelsea?
Yes, I would. 100%.
Yeah.
But the same rules apply. Chelsea aren't going to pay him that. And it's simply not. but there can be a deal can be done. Man United are going to have to suck it up at some stage. They can't keep sending him out on loan, because what will happen? Eventually, his contract will run up, and he's going to walk on a free.
I know, but I think that's the best case scenario.
For Man United, it's not.
Oh, I think it is.
No, it's not.
It's costing them what?
No, it's not.
What's 375 grand a week?
It's
like 20 million a year
grand.
anyway.
You got 20. Right, so that's 40 million. I can't work it out. Let's say 40 million over the next 2 years, and they want 25. There has to be a deal done. Pay him up a percentage of what he's. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's a massive problem for United. They got themselves in this hole. But do
you think he should start for England?
I'd start him tonight. Yes, 100%.
He should start.
Yeah, 100%.
If you play, but he should start regardless now, right? We've seen Anthony Gordon. We've seen enough. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, and like I said, mate, I have sympathy with Anthony Gordon about the way that the team was structured first half. I thought we were poor, and I don't think we gave. And I said this to you, Noni had far more space, and the ball was moved quicker out to Noni than it was to Gordon. Far quicker. There was balls that were played out first time. By the time the ball gets to Gordon, there's been 3 or 4 passes. And by that time, the Ghanaian midfielder shuffled across. I don't know why we didn't move the ball quicker out to him, to Gordon. Noni saw a lot of the ball, and he only went on the outside once in that first half. When he did, we nearly scored from it. I don't know why we didn't offer Gordon the same amount of support. However, having said that, when he got the ball, I felt we could have done a bit more with it. Rashford's going to get the nod tonight. I'll be amazed if Rashford doesn't start tonight.
Let's go to Ronnie. He's a West Ham fan. All right, Ronnie?
All right, Ronnie boy.
You all right, boys?
Yeah. Ronnie, look, obviously we're building up to the game later on. I reckon there'll be changes. Do you want to see changes?
Oh, 100%. I mean, Rashford's definitely got to start, hasn't he? I mean, when he came on in the first game and scored the goal, I think he's earned his place to have a little go. And
I think he was good when he come on against Ghana as well. I know he hadn't come on for like 10 minutes.
He changed up. We started attacking more. But I do think it's a good chance for us to start resting some players as well, you know?
Like who?
Especially like Declan Rice and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe Dave's got a bit of back hammy problem, hasn't he? Something like that. It feels like
Yeah, just give him a chance to
the
sort
thing
of
is, it's one of them, right? You still want to top the group, don't you? That's the thing, right?
Absolutely, but it's Panama, Jay.
We want to try and play our strongest team, but that last game against Ghana, I mean, if Panama look at what they've done, they might try and do the same to us again, just sit so deep, and then we're going to have to make something happen. And players like Rashford can make something happen. Unfortunately, Gordon, good player, but nothing happened.
No.
It hasn't happened for Gordon in the World Cup so far, is it? Really?
No, he actually
Still
done all
might.
right. Costa Rica, he's done okay. There was another.
Probably got him the start, didn't
Was
it?
it New Zealand? I thought we'd done well second half. I think it was New Zealand. It was New Zealand. But Gordon's one of these players that needs grass in behind. He's so quick. He'll knock the ball out of his feet and he'll go after it. Against Ghana, that option was not available to him. It was available to Noni. More often than not.
Yeah.
Gordon, if there's no grass to run him behind, what does Gordon do? He ain't got a trick. He's quite. I don't want to disparage what he's got, but he's not.
He's not a double step over, is he?
He's not. He's not got that in his locker. What he has got,
he pushes it,
and he's quick and he's direct when he gets space in behind. If there's no space in behind, he's quite dull. Rashford's got a bit about him. Rashford can find a bit more space, and he will manipulate.
Rashford for me, he's got a bit more of a striker's instinct than Gordon. Rashford wants to Rashford, for me, Rashford wants to look. If he can't go outside, he'll want to come inside to, link up or maybe try and bend one in the top corner. Gordon's a bit more. He'll come back on his right foot to put a cross in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rashford's a bit more of a dancer.
Given the space the lack of space that Gordon had, Rashford would have done more with it. But I'm still not totally convinced because I thought our build-up play out down our left-hand side first half was terrible. I thought it was really slow and players need the ball quickly. If you're Gordon, you're on that left-hand side, you want that ball to come to you as quick as it can. If there's 3 passes, by that time, sometimes you have 3 players around him. Where's he going to go? It's impossible. I don't care. Messi would struggle in that position. So many players around him. Noni, other side, ball out to him. Get 1v1 your fullback. Go and take him on. Do that.
All right, let's go to Edward. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Ed?
All right, Ed.
Okay.
Hello, mate.
Okay, boys.
Yeah, mate. You?
Yes, sound. I think Thomas Tuchel slipped up there. He's got Gordon on the left and he's got Rashford on the left, but Rio Ingamoa against Ghana would have caused all kinds of trouble. He would have got free kick after free kick, probably a penalty and all like that, but that was the initial squad and he was only young, up and come play for Liverpool, but
I think if Rio Ingano was playing for Liverpool, he'd be like, if Rio Ingamo was playing for England, he'd cause all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he joined the squad. He couldn't be part of it, and I think I'm kind of mixed on that. Yeah, he was brilliant when he came on, but Ingamo didn't play enough games for Liverpool to warrant being in the squad.
I agree with you there, but like he's going to get better and better.
No, listen, his day will come. His day will come. By the way, don't worry about that.
Left against Ghana, and he's gonna cause all. He'd cause more trouble in Gordon there for an absolute start. But I think he'd be better than Rashford now. But I know he's only 17. But
his day will come. He's one of the most exciting English players we've got in those wide areas. His day will come. His day will come.
Yeah, I think he's probably
it's a bit just maybe I don't know, maybe a year too early for him.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but the fact that he played so well in the friendly and he's not available.
What would be your starting lineup for tonight?
Rashford, everyone fit.
Yeah,
everyone fit and available.
Like just as it is, England starting lineup tonight.
Right, Quansah right back.
Yeah.
Quansah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Gehi.
Yeah.
I'm going Nick O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I would rest Rice if that's a problem. I put Anderson in there. I wouldn't mind seeing Kobe Mainoo in the middle of the park either, because we need to break the line. If they're going to sit deep, wouldn't mind seeing someone that's got a little bit about them.
Yeah.
That can go forward and join. I would have Saka on the right. I'd have Rashford on the left. Kane down the middle.
Who's number 10?
Oh, Bellingham. Sorry.
You're going to play Bellingham, not Morgan Rogers?
No, I'll go Bellingham. If he's fit, if there's no niggles, if there's nothing about it, I'll go Bellingham. I want that relationship between Kane and Bellingham to continue to grow.
Okay. You can have your say on this. We're building up to the game tonight. 03 717 22 33
You mentioned him there, right? And about Nico O'Reilly. Now, obviously, the manager made a change because he saw something in Ghana and he thought Spence would have been a better option. But you would have watched Nico week in, week out. Does it faze him, whoever he's playing against, however quick they are, strong they are? Is he just the perfect left back in terms of playing against anyone?
I tell you what is the difference between Nico and Jed Spence. Nico get you a goal. He will get you a ghosting and get you a goal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of Jed Spence. I'm not Tottenham fan. I haven't seen enough of him, so I don't know. But being biased, he'd be the first name on the City team sheet, never alone the England team sheet. So, and when he came on, he had one of the two best chances. So, I wouldn't be quick to drop Nico. He's whatever he might lack as a fullback, he'll give you going forward the other way.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And he's fearless. He's fearless on the ball. You know, he can dribble like a midfielder. You know, he's a top player.
Let's sort of move it on to City while staying with England. You are edging closer to a deal for Elliot Anderson. And I said before the window opened, if United could buy one player that would be gettable, it would be Elliot Anderson. I'm not too sure about the price tag. I don't know what that's going to be. I know Forest have already rejected a deal worth about £121 million. Your views on him? Are you excited by the prospect of him being a City player?
Yeah, I mean, I've never taken much notice of him, to be honest. You know what I mean? He's one of those players that you don't really, he scored against us last season and he was great. But the price tag, well, silly money for footballers.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Burger King. Burger Buddies, iconic winners, delivered in the box every time. Order now. on the BK app. Remember, talkSPORT is now available to watch live in more places than ever, including on Samsung TV Plus. So make sure you're tuning in for our wall-to-wall coverage throughout the World Cup, the Samsung TV Plus for talkSPORT and all the sports you know and love. Just watch. Meanwhile, Women's T20 World Cup. England are looking to make it 5 wins from 5. They take on New Zealand. Claire Cottingham is watching for talkSPORT.
New Zealand are 74 for 3 in the 11th over. 3 quick wickets have dropped here at the Oval, with 3 wickets in 4 balls for England. A quick collapse from New Zealand. First, England broke New Zealand's opening partnership with the wicket of Izzy Gaze for 38. And quickly, New Zealand lost their opening partnership of Kerr for 42. And 2 balls after, Izzy Sharp was out for a duck. A successful haul for England. It had been a good start for the defending champions New Zealand, who were on the edge of being knocked out of this T20 World Cup at the group stages. England, though, they've been excellent with the ball in the power play. New Zealand are up against a very strong and unchanged side in England, who are, like you say, are looking for their 5th win in a row. A chance for New Zealand to be saved thanks to Ireland's first win in the competition earlier today. But England, they're through to the semi-final, so not much to worry about there. 2 wickets in 3 balls for Danny Gibson. Impressive work from the hosts. New Zealand are 79 for 3 in the 11th over.
Okay, thanks, Claire. Of course, in 45 minutes' time, the build-up begins for England v Panama. 3 Lions would top Group L with a win ahead of the match. Thomas Tuchel has been discussing the pros and cons of being England manager.
Well, the biggest cons is I don't have an English passport, but that's maybe it. That was clear from the beginning. I love to be the England coach, and I was never shy about that. I have a huge affection for the country and for the people in the country and for the way they approach football and sports in general. I fell in love with the country and Premier League. I wanted to be, that was a dream to work there. Now to have the chance to work these kind of players is an amazing opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it. And no one wants it more than me. Has nothing to do with my passport. I feel a connection to the players. I feel a connection to the country, and that was maybe the most important. And I think the people who gave me in the end the responsibility felt that connection, and from there we go.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel there speaking. Let's go to Josh, who's a Carlisle fan. All right, Josh.
All right, Joshua.
How's it going, boys? You all right?
All right, Josh. Go on, what do you want to say?
Well, basically, we've got a lot of armchair pundits, I think. Like, obviously, Tuchel knows what he's on about. He's picked his squad. He had the bloke on before saying England is not in the squad. That's a lot to put on a young boy's shoulders. I'm not saying he's not good, because he is clearly class. But, nah, you've got to go with experience. But, again, he's picked a balance. Like, he's picked the players for a reason. He's made some big calls, and historically, we haven't done that, and it's just gone tits up.
Yeah, I think the thing is now Cundy's been saying it the whole time, really, and he's right. You just got to let Tuchel get on with it. This guy knows what he's doing. He's got the job for a reason, you know. Mm-hmm. And if he gets it wrong, then there'll be an inquest into it. But the only one that I'm a bit disappointed about is obviously the Reece James one, who's picked up that hamstring injury. Tino Livramento gets injured. You know, he's going to play Quansah tonight. I mean.
He might play Jed Spence.
Well, he might play Spence.
He has got options at right back.
For me, he has, but I just think Trent would have been the one for me that I would have brought in case Reece James got injured. But he's just not having him. But and you have to trust him on that. But I don't know if I agree.
Yeah, for me, the fullback one's a weird one, because I think when Livramento got injured, that was a chance, and I think I was with the rest of the country when we thought it could have been, you know, Trent that was brought in. It was a very strange one that Chalobah got put in for me. And I know he explained it, and I think he said he can play all over the spot, but if a right back's got injured, surely to God, you just need to get another right back in.
Yeah, I think maybe. I'm trying to get into Tuchel's mind. I don't know this for a fact, but if you heard Liverpool fans over the last 2 or 3 years, Liverpool fans have saying how brilliant Trent is going forward, but there have been criticisms defensively of Trent. And if we do get to a stage where we are playing against the likes of Vinny Jr. and the wide men that the French have got, you know, Doué or whoever it might be on that left-hand side, maybe there is a part of his game defensively that Tuchel doesn't trust. And if that's the case, argument over. We're going to get out the group. That was a gimme.
Yeah.
Right? But it's when you get to the knockout stages, that's when it becomes That's when it's a real World Cup.
Isn't it?
And if he feels he can't trust him in those certain games against certain wide players, I think you just have to trust him.
All right, Josh, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Lee. He's a Portsmouth fan. All right, Lee?
Yeah, hello lads, how are you?
All right, matey.
Good, matey. Yeah, go on. What do you want to say?
Good. Well, I've got a few things here, right? Tuchel's picked this squad, regardless of who you think's going to be in and who I think's going to be in. This is what we've got to deal with. We've got one game now and we've qualified, yeah? So regardless of what he plays tonight, whether he plays an experiment or whether he plays the team that he believes in. But what we aren't doing, we're not going for it. And what is our style of play? No fullbacks push on. We're too condensed. What's his name? I've written him down here. The winger.
Read your own writing, quick. Come on. What's it look like? What's it begin with?
He's just been sold to Barcelona.
Gordon
doesn't do enough, does he? What does he do for the side?
Well, he works hard.
So do I.
No, but I think
he's got a bit more than that as well. I mean, it's probably a bit harsh.
What has he got then? Tell me what he's got.
Well, you know what he's got. I don't have to tell you. You've seen Gordon play, right? You know what Gordon's got. Now, do I think he's the greatest winger in the world? No, I don't. What I do know is he is a rapid boy, and when the game opens up against certain teams and there's grass in behind, he'll knock that ball past you. And once he gets past you, he stays past you.
You're both campaigning to put Rashford in his place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what we're saying is Tuchel doesn't agree with any of us, does he?
Well, we don't know that. He might play Rashford tonight.
Well, we do, because he's played him twice.
No, that's because I don't think he thought Rashford was 100% fit. I mean,
I think,
and he thought Reece James was.
Well, I mean,
but he bought.
Well, was Reece James 100% fit?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me rephrase that. 95% fit. Yeah.
Okay, 95%. Okay. What's Rashford then?
What do you mean?
Fitness-wise, what's he?
Well,
I'm guessing close to 100.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, you just said you didn't trust his fitness. So what is it?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
What I'm saying is, you said he doesn't prefer Rashford because he's not fit.
No, but you're saying that he don't prefer Rashford, but we don't know that yet. He played Gordon at the start, but Rashford come on and scored. He's put him on. He said he had a niggle the other day. Come on for 8 minutes. He had a niggle.
Yeah, but he should have started Rashford for both games, shouldn't he?
Okay, but I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't know whether that's true.
No, but what I'm trying to say is it might split what you're saying is Gordon is not the answer to start both games.
I mean, on reflection, now when you look back at the Ghana game, I agree with that. I'm not convinced.
But he did say that there was talk that Rashford had picked up a knock, and he wasn't 100% fit. That's why he only brought him on for 8 minutes.
That's true. That's
because there was talk about Rashford not being fit for that game.
No, that's true. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact,
he might have started him again in that game until he picked up that knock.
He was fully fit for the first game against Croatia.
Yeah, but he went with Gordon.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So he must prefer Gordon. So we can forget about the Gordon debate.
Sorry, I don't understand what side of the argument. What's your point? What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is he should have started with his best side, but I don't think Tuchel's picked his best side.
Well, against the opposition, he has chosen what he felt was the best side.
Yeah, correct. But we're now saying he shouldn't have gone with those, aren't we?
Yeah, but now throughout a tournament, things change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I'm
So
with you.
He might go with Rashford tonight. Rashford might play really well, and then Rashford's in.
Okay. What are we going to say then if he doesn't start Rashford tonight?
I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed.
I'll be stunned.
I'll be stunned.
Okay,
I'll be amazed.
there you go. So that's the same as me. But then we're if he does, we're so stunned is not our answer, is it?
What do you mean stunned's not the answer? Answer to what?
Well, because that's not what we want. We don't want to be stunned, do we? We want to start Rashford tonight.
No, but I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed if he doesn't start Rashford because Gordon's had his chance. It was a bit sticky for him first half. Rashford's come off the bench. If he's fit enough to start, I think Rashford starts. I don't know that. But...
Okay, what if they talk about it and they give better supply to Gordon? You were just saying he didn't have the supply.
No, I agree. I think Gordon was dealt a bit of a bad hand. Actually, I felt that the game opened up certainly against Croatia. Rashford comes that goal that Rashford scored. Gordon was not given that amount of space to cut in. The game had changed, right? The game changes. Subs come on. we saw that what Rashford did. It's a brilliantly taken goal. Gordon never had that space first half against Croatia.
I agree with you.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
I'm with you.
But the game's...
I think the bottom line of this is I just don't think we go for it. That's the bottom line. And with Rashford, we have got a chance of going for it. That's the difference.
Yeah. I mean, like Jay said, he wasn't, from what we heard, he wasn't 100% fit. But same rules apply on the right-hand side, by the way. Saka's not... in England's best 11, everyone fit, Saka starts.
Yeah, of course.
He ain't started both games yet.
No, he hasn't, no. But he's definitely not been fit.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
100% not fit. That makes sense?
No. Lee, where are you watching the game?
I'm not watching it tonight, lads. I'm out fishing.
What?
You listen to talkSPORT, though, yeah?
You're on the lake?
No, I'm on the sea. I'm in Portsmouth. I should
Have you got out on the sea yet?
No, I'm just about to go.
It's 7:30.
And your point is?
We go night fishing in the sea.
Yeah, you got it. Well done.
Sorry, are you a fisherman or are you just like casual?
Well, can't you have multi-hobbies?
So you don't do it for a living?
No, I don't do it for. I've never said I do it for a living.
I know, but I'm asking a question.
When did I say I'm a professional?
I'm asking the question. That was the whole point. Are you a fisherman?
Yes, I am, and I'm replying it.
Are you? So that's
You're
your
like
living?
a professional. Like, are you going out to?
No, I'm not like a professional.
So you're just going out. You just want to go fishing Saturday night.
100%. You've got it. They're done. That's it.
England are playing.
I know they are.
Can't you take a telly with you?
What do you mean?
You must be able to rig up to some. Can you watch it on your device or can you listen to talkSPORT?
The latter.
You can listen to talkSPORT. All right, well, that's fair enough.
Listen to talkSPORT.
You can have talkSPORT on most
What's going on? Have you had a row with your partner today or what?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Come on, right? You've given us all this spill. You've had a go at us, right? You're having a moan at us. And you're not even watching the game. You're going fishing.
Honestly, do you know what? You're the worst kind of fan.
I'll tell you what.
No.
I'll tell you what. I haven't got to watch the sunset to know it'll be daylight tomorrow, have I?
No, but you want to see what it looks like? What if it's cloudy?
There's no highlights tomorrow, Jace.
No. Oh, you're one of them, are you?
Highlight
you're
fan.
one of them.
Highlight fan.
Oh, no.
Highlight fan.
Okay.
Now, go on, get off your pop. Go fishing. Go and catch some cod or something. Honestly, disgrace.
Highlight fan.
Highlight fan, mate. Highlight fan.
Angry man, wasn't he?
Where are you watching the game tonight? We're building up to it. If you're out and about, give us a call.
He's out in the North Sea. Where's
it ain't the North Sea, is it?
Where's the
Is
sea
it Portsmouth?
What's the sea called?
It's the Channel.
Is that the Channel?
03717 223344.
I just think our options, like we bring O'Reilly on, he gets the header in the box late on. You start putting bodies in the box against these low defensive block teams. Like it was calling out for Tony to come on for me, get more bodies in the box because we had players come on, put more crosses in the box. Saka come on and made an impact, I thought. But I just think Saka and Rashford has to start.
He's got to take the skipper off if he does.
So that was John Terry sitting exactly where Sam is this morning. This clamour for Rashford, you've got a view in that, haven't you?
Well, I just don't remember the last time Rashford started a game for England was particularly impactful. It's always the way, whatever you haven't got is what you cry out for when you don't get the outcomes that you want. The main thrust of England's game was they didn't fizz the ball around. If you move the ball quickly, you move people around. And it was interesting that they put Saka on, which I think makes a lot of difference when he comes on because he's a clever player, he creates outcomes. And the numbers that he throws out on the field are quite staggering when he's actually on the field. And then he shifted Madueke dugout side so that the coach could be in his ear driving him forward. I think the other thing, I think Rashford comes on as an impact player. If you're playing the last 20 minutes of a game and Rashford comes on with a wild hair up his backside because he hasn't been in the side, he's been replaced by Anthony Gordon at Barcelona and England and wants to play, which is the Rashford that we've got now. Tragically, for a boy of his talent, he's a consequence player. Every time he does something that gets him consequence, he responds to it. He doesn't play well for a season. The England team need him to be available for the next World Cup. He has a good season. He goes away, gets himself into trouble by not turning up for a training session, gets consequence. The next 3 games he plays very well. So I don't think Rashford starting is the answer. I think the midfield popping the ball around against teams that sit in and defend. And interestingly, I watched the Panamanians. These are not a bad side. They are quite a dynamic side. I thought the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes of games against Croatia was quite exciting. And I think Panama will come into this game thinking, well, we're out. So we've got nothing to lose. What's the point of a low block? What's the point of just sitting in? We can have a go at England, and it might suit England. You might find England come out of this game with quite a handy win.
Briefly, the two of you and Rashford. Stuart.
A couple of things. I think out the...
Listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie. Hi, Jason Cundy. The best place to be watching England v Ghana. Ghana. We're playing Panama tonight. The official talkSPORT fan zone. We've teamed up with Aston Villa to create a fan zone at the Sports Illustrated warehouse at Villa Park for every single England game this summer. Let's now speak to our very own Neil has joined us. All right, Neil.
Neil.
Evening, gentlemen. Happy Saturday, happy World Cup Day. I'll tell you what, this place is absolutely bouncing. You boys, I think you're missing out here. It's right up your street, especially Jay. We've got some live music in there. We've got the sunglasses out, the So Good lagers flying off the shelf as well. What a place to watch the England game this evening.
Yeah, I mean, the weather's good. Is Gabby there tonight?
Well, do you know what? If I'm honest with you, boys, he was supposed to do this with you, but he's too busy in the VIP section lapping up the free
he's giving it big buzz, is he? That sums him up, that does. That sums him up. Absolute charlatan he is. He's at Villa Park, he's giving it the big, isn't he?
He's made his way up to the VIP section.
Sign autographs,
That's exactly it, Jay.
selfies.
You know what he's like.
Yeah.
That's it. But he is the man around town in this place, so I've got to do it. Don't worry, boys, I won't ever let you down. But like I said, this Villa Fan Park, this is the 3rd one we've had now. Of course, the 3rd group stage game for England. It's absolutely bouncing today. I got here just before doors open. There was a queue already of 100 to 150 people. It's absolutely bouncing.
Did you have to queue
up?
up?
I could not express to you enough how brilliant this place is.
Neil, did you have to...
No, I also got VIP as well, Jace.
Yeah, you
it's
sure?
Who you know in life, innit?
Yeah.
What's the general consensus
I had to pay
opinion?
full price for my ticket.
And
Say again, Jace.
what's the general consensus opinion of the England fans? That the first game was okay. Second half against Croatia was really good. Ghana less so. It's not a disaster, but we need to see an improvement. How are they feeling, the England fans?
Yeah, it's really interesting because the first game, as you've already alluded to there, Jace, there was a lot of excitement, anticipation. It felt like we had to wait a lifetime to watch England in this World Cup. But the fans were so excited, particularly with that second half. They were so happy. And then here on the second game, there was a real disappointment. It was super quiet when everyone was leaving. There wasn't much noise. I think it was a bit of a realisation that it's not going to be as easy as some fans thought. But coming here today, there is nothing but excitement. There's so many smiles on faces. Speaking to a few fans coming in, they think it's going to be a real big scoreline. Most of them predicting a win by over 3 to 4 goals this evening. And look, I think if England can get that, send a message to the rest of the nation, fans like the ones here at this fan park will be absolutely over the moon with that.
And he'll go and find Gabby, get him out of the VIP tent.
Yeah, get him out of there, mate. He's dangerous in those tents.
I will do. Unfortunately, my ticket don't get me to the VIP section, so I'm out here all night.
All right, mate. See you later. Straight after we're done, less than half an hour, talkSPORT's bringing you live coverage of England's group game against Panama. Let's get all the latest from the England camp. Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
On England's Corner on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yeah, we're joined by the GOAT himself, Adrian Durham. All right, Aid?
Ada.
Jamie, Jace, how are you doing? Let me tell you, it is very wet here. This is significant. It's the New York, New Jersey Stadium. This is where the final is going to be. 80,000 plus seats in this stadium. I'd say 79,000 or more are completely uncovered. It is hammering it down with rain as well. If you're seated under the lip of the tier above, then you've got lucky, but that's about it. It's like a water park. There's ponchos everywhere. I'm looking for the log flume. It's like they built the stadium, and after finishing the stands, someone said, right, let's clock off for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll do the roof. And then there's a voice saying, oh, no, we're not doing doing a roof. Well, not even covering the fans. No need. We don't need a roof. We'll charge them a fortune. They can get absolutely soaked through in the rain or sunburnt to a crisp in the sun. Don't need a roof. I mean, do they think it doesn't rain in New York or New Jersey? Absolutely incredible. It's absolutely mad. One of the volunteers, lovely woman, said to me, this stadium was built by a man because it's a stupid stadium. If a woman had built it, there would definitely be a roof. The fans would be covered, but they're not. England fans are going to get soaked today, so I'm hoping players on the pitch will do the business for them.
Ada, is there any chance, I was on the way to talkSPORT, I heard you and Stuart Pearce talking about the game against Costa Rica and how the rain came in, you couldn't believe the game was going to come on, and then in 20 minutes, you guys are going to say, the pitch is cleared. Is there a chance that we could find ourselves in a similar situation or not?
Yeah, that was the warm-up friendly in Orlando. That was when I said that America's making drainage great again.
Yes, you did.
It was truly sensational. I've never seen anything quite like it, and we looked into the details of it, and it's true they are making drainage great again. I don't see any problem here. There's a lot of water, but it doesn't seem to be any standing water on the pitch. It's not like the storms that we had in Florida that day, Jace, but it's just going to be very wet. Ball should be zipping about, if anything. It's a steady rain rather than torrential.
Well, that was going to kind of be my next question. The ball, I guess, football players like playing in the rain, right? The ball zipping, especially good players, right? We can zip the ball about. We saw against Ghana, didn't move it around very quickly. We've also talked about the weather in terms of it being hot. I'm guessing it's not hot.
It is actually still quite warm. I wouldn't say it's as hot as where you guys are back home. I mean, I'm hearing it's absolutely shocking. You can't even walk your dog. Yeah, so I'm glad I'm out of that, mate, because I would be red raw. So, but it is still, it's kind of muggy warm, but normally this would be perfect for me, but believe it or not, all the press benches are out in the open as well. We are going to get wet as well, and there's lots of electrical equipment. Nobody's really thought this through.
Dear.
So, listen, a privilege to be here. Always maintain that. But
of course we have.
Yeah, you reckon? TalkSPORT? I mean...
I tell you what we've got. We've
let's
got an
open
engineer.
wires.
I'll send you a picture, Jace and Jamie. We've got an engineer who's built a roof over our heads. Can't see the pitch, but he's built a roof over our heads. It's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, listen, it's I think in terms of the pitch, I think it's going to be fine. And listen, you know, I was rubbish at football. I'm sure Jake's definitely seen me play football. I retired long before Jamie came to talkSPORT. I was useless at football. But one thing I did love was a sliding tackle in the rain. Who doesn't love that? Sliding tackle on a wet pitch.
Oh, mate.
Oh, that's a joy of football, isn't it?
These days, though, right? You can get a red. Don't want a red early doors,
True, yeah, true.
Ada,
but no, I think you're right. These players will love it.
Ada, there's a lot of speculation about who's fit, who's not fit. Reece James is clearly not going to start, but there's a number of positions up for grabs. Right back is going to be one of those. What happens in the middle of the park? Do we rest Rice? Does Saka come back in? And does Rashford start over Gordon? Does Rodgers start over Bellingham? What are your thoughts on all of that? As I know there's a lot there to deal with.
Well, I know that we are through, but I think that actually a statement needs to be made in terms of performance, because Ghana wasn't good enough. Second half, Croatia, just said it there. That was absolutely what we want. So we need to kind of reiterate the statement that, yes, we are at least contenders for this World Cup. Whether you think we're going to win it or not, we need to be in that conversation. And after the Ghana game, I don't think we were. So I would like to see him. I mean, we need chemistry in the team. So I'd like to see him pick a team that he thinks can win the World Cup, rather than resting players, rather than rotating players, and rather than giving squad players minutes. I think he has to, I want to win the group. And I know people might say finishing top is a harder path and all that sort of stuff, but just win the group, go and win the rest of your games, and you've won the World Cup. So I'm all for Rashford coming in. If Declan Rice isn't fit, then put somebody else in. I also think that Declan Rice needs to step up a little bit more and be a proper, real leader who grabs games by the scruff of the neck and drags England through them. He didn't do that the other day for us in Boston. So I know there's changes that have got to be made. Reece James is out, of course, and this is where picking a centre-half to replace him becomes a bit of a problem for Thomas Tuchel. So I'm intrigued by the lineup. I want to see Rashford in, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, we've just got you up now. We can see your makeshift roof that you've put together at talkSPORT. I mean, that is so talkSPORT. I mean, that couldn't be any more talkSPORT right there. What is that?
It's like a tent in the garden when you're a kid, isn't it? But listen, This is saving us from electrocution.
Yeah, there you go.
We have been saved here. I mean, but everybody's the same in this vicinity if you're in these press seats. And let me reiterate, I'm not looking for sympathy. We are privileged to be here. The fans are going to get wet. Absolutely. They can't build this kind of thing. They are going to get wet. We're going to have to come out of this to see the game. So we're going to get wet as well. But it's bizarre that they think this is fit for a World Cup. But it's bizarre as well that they think it's fit for the World Cup final, because there's way better stadiums in the USA at this World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Aid, before you go, I'm going to take you back to something that happened 10 years ago.
And England are out! And even in the context of a disappointing record in major tournaments, this is a terrible, terrible night. This scrapes the bottom of a barrel of despair. Nice 2016 will be talked about for years. The night that England led, but were beaten by Iceland, and were well beaten by Iceland. England won, Iceland 2. The better side are through. England are out. Miserable, miserable night of football for England.
Yeah, 10 years ago, Iceland beat England 2-1, the last 16, Euro 2016. One of the worst humiliations of English football. Aid, memories of that game?
Memories are not good. I was in the stands for that game watching it as a fan. I'd just done a drive show in Nice, raced to the game, and it was shattering, really. And let me say this, just before England's World Cup started, before that first game against Croatia, I made a point of saying, you know, a little nod to Gareth Southgate and what he did, because 10 years ago we had that humiliation in the Euros at the hands of Iceland when, after the game, Roy Hodgson resigned, did a press conference saying, I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, you could say that for all his tenure as England manager. Shocker. It was appalling. We were passing the ball about for no real reason. Harry Kane on corners, if you remember. It was a shambles of a tournament. Rooney was the deepest man. It was pathetic. So for Gareth Southgate to take us from there, and don't forget there was a manager who came in who had one game and then went, but Southgate to take us from there, that humiliation, to being contenders in tournaments, I think is a remarkable job. We must never forget this. Whatever your criticisms and misgivings about Gareth Southgate in the job, that's fair enough. You can have those opinions, but let's not diminish what he did. And what he's left Thomas Tuchel here, by the way, he's left Thomas Tuchel with a blueprint for how to go deep in tournaments. And let's hope that Thomas Tuchel adheres to that, builds on it, and not only takes us deep in the tournament, but wins the thing. But I've got to say, that Ghana game, ugh.
Yeah, there was I remember being on air that night, Ada. It was one of the lowest points. It was desperate. It was absolutely desperate.
Worse than Chelsea?
No, this honestly, mate. No, seriously, it was desperate. Everyone was desperate's the right word. You don't know what are you talking? We had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
The conversation.
You know what,
nowhere
James,
to go.
we were thinking, what next for England? I mean, we didn't think it could get any lower than. Remember in Brazil at the World Cup, we were out after 2 games. We were out before most England fans had gone down there. That in itself, I thought that was the low point. And then Iceland. And I remember in the group stages, there was a late goal in one of the games that meant we played Iceland in the first knockout game instead of playing Portugal. And all around me, England's fans and colleagues were celebrating. And I'm thinking to myself, I have seen no evidence yet that England will get through it. They should have got through it. On paper, you should get through that game. But they were so utterly useless. You were left thinking there is no hope going forward. So 2 years later in a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah. Aid, you're a star, mate. We'll speak to you soon.
Enjoy. Good luck, bud.
That was a look at all the latest in England camp with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it.
On England's Corner on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Ronaldo is top, still top. But Haaland, for instance, is a better finisher.
Let me ask you this. In world football, I said this, Bettany, on yesterday's show, and I got a little bit of criticism. In his pomp, right? I'll ask you both. I'll start with Bettany.
I heard it.
I said R9 is a better finisher than Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, do you know,
he's a better striker, number 9.
No, do you know what you said, right? And you said he was a better goal scorer.
Okay.
Right? Now, for me, R9 is a better centre forward. Like, so I don't think it's even close, right? But what people will do is look at the numbers. And this is where sometimes stats-wise, like the new generation will go, if I say R9's better than Ronaldo, Cristiano, they're going to go, are you crazy? He's scored 1,000 goals. But sometimes it's not about just stats. It's about what does your eyes tell you. And anyone who's watched, so you would have watched him, R9 is the best centre-forward I've ever seen.
R9, for me, that's my hero. He is... That's why I wanted to become a striker. You look at him, and Ronaldo has done absolutely magnificent, and Ronaldo, it's all about numbers and goal scoring, and he's obsessed with that, and that makes him so good. But R9 is just phenomenal. He's just incredible.
Better.
As a footballer,
so
much
both
more
agree with
natural.
me on that.
Yeah, but you said, because the way you said goal scorer. Yeah. Now, you can't compare the numbers because Ronaldo's numbers are crazy.
You know what I mean? Like a better player.
He's a better player.
Yeah.
He's a better player. He's the things that he used to do, picking up the...
Here we go.
Come on in, gang.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk. Meanwhile, the Women's T20 World Cup, England are looking to make it 5 wins from 5. They're taking on New Zealand. Claire Cottenham is reporting for talkSPORT.
Yeah, New Zealand's innings nearly over. They are currently 150 for 5 in the 18th over. England struck really quickly with 3 wickets and 4 balls after a solid, if not slow, start from New Zealand at the Oval at the T20 World Cup final group game. England, they did struck again just shortly with the wicket of legendary New Zealand player Sophie Devine. She was hitting sixes all over the place. The competition on the line for New Zealand. They must beat England. Easier for England. They're into the semi-finals already. 2 wickets and 3 balls for Danny Gibson, and they're hunting down another. New Zealand at the moment 151 for 5 in the 18th over.
A reminder from 8 p.m. Adrian Durham is hosting live coverage. England v Panama. Jim Proudfoot, England captain Stuart Pearce on commentary. And our reporter Angelina Kelly is outside a very rainy MetLife Stadium, New Jersey. She's with some fans.
Yes, we're here outside the stadium. Got some England fans with me. We've got a crown. You've really dressed for the occasion, haven't you?
The King of England here, of course. And then the Prince.
Oh, the King and the Prince of England. Guys, how are we feeling about this game? Nervous?
Well, no. I think we'll smash him. Last time we played them, it was 6-1, so I'm expecting a high score again. Weather's telling us it's pretty much like England. It's like we haven't travelled, basically, but oh well. We're here for the game. We're here for the World Cup. Who cares?
Yeah, and you mentioned the weather. It is absolutely torrential. How did you guys actually get here, though? Have you had to walk a lot in the rain? Because there's been a lot of talk about the struggles of getting to this stadium.
Yeah, so we got a plane from Philadelphia, and then from Philadelphia we drove here, which was quite a trek because we initially thought the game was going to be in Philadelphia, but it's all right. We've walked from the mall, I don't know what it's called, but...
In the rain?
Yeah, in the rain, as you can see.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Don't worry, there'll be a hydration break, in case you're wondering.
Well, you get going because your face paint is starting to slip off your face with all this rain. But yes, back to you guys from a very rainy New York.
Okay, thanks, Angelina. The rain, actually, I'm happy about for England.
Don't have a problem with that, mate.
No issues, because we're used to rain.
Yeah, and I think it will help us. It'll make it cooler. Like you said earlier about the zip off that pass, zip it in, get your first touch sorted out, and move that ball quick.
Yeah.
So I think it will help us.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We do want to top the group.
I have to.
But we need a performance as well.
Yeah, both, Jay. 100%. That's what Ada was alluding to. You want partnerships need to build. Play his strongest team that's available to him. If there are niggles or risks, this is a game you can go, do you know what? It ain't worth risking him.
No, well, you've got 26 players, right?
And that's the whole point of having a squad.
Yeah.
So put your best foot forward. Whoever gets the chance, take it.
Yeah, it's going to... I just hope we can put in a performance. Where are you watching the game? Where are you going?
Going home, mate. Going home. Got my family there. My brother's bringing his kids round. My boy's going to be there, so...
Oh, it's a late one.
It's going to be... Every chance my brother being there.
I got my dad coming over. It's the first time, I can't remember the last time that we didn't watch an England game.
See, right, because we work.
Yeah.
Right? We work. And
we've watched so many games together. It's going to be the first time I'm going home to actually watch England.
I can't remember the last time I sat at home and in fact, I don't remember it.
In a major tournament.
I don't remember it because I'm always here.
I know. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's going to be nice, mate, to get away from you. You're not kissing me and you're all over me and do you know what I mean? Like,
All right, tell you what.
grabbing me.
When England score, I'm going to send you a hug and a kiss.
I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. This is the one where we put our foot down now. You know, we've had the Ghana one. We get away from that and we go, right, here we go. You know, let's go and play. Let's go and take it to Panama. Let's show the world what we're about.
Yeah.
Let's put the foot on the floor. Let's go and, you know, as you said before, go and fly, boys. Go and fly.
Go and
take the shackles off and go and enjoy yourselves.
Completely agree. And I'm not sitting here thinking it's going to be a walkover because this is a different Panama than what we played when we smashed them 6 or 7-1, whatever it was. This is a different side. But we need to make sure we're dominant. And when we dominate the ball, move it quicker. That's the one thing that absolutely drove me insane the other night.
Two touch.
Come on, guys. Touch, head up, pass. Know where you're going to pass. Move the ball. Give the wide. If you're going to go wide, give the wide man a chance. Let him have his first touch so he gets his head up and he can run. What you don't want is his first touch, his head down, because he's getting closed down. So.
Yeah, if you make it slow and you're moving it slow, by the time you get it into position, you give it to the winger, you know, and we're moaning about him going backwards all the time. Well, he can't go anywhere.
I thought we were easier to play against the Ghanaians. I don't think, if you ask the players, I don't think they could have quite believed how comfortable they felt in a game that they should not have been that comfortable. Good side, tough though, physical, you know, quick, but all of that, come on. We had more of the ball and we didn't do anything with it. So.
Right, me and you are done. We are back tomorrow, Sunday, for the biggie. We're doing a sports bar phone-in on a Sunday night.
Tomorrow night, matey.
Right, coming up next, it is England v Panama live on talkSPORT. Come on, England! Listen, I love him. And people have asked me, would I take him at Arsenal? 100%. But you look at the last two seasons, Real Madrid, and then you look at the last two seasons for PSG, the two Champions Leagues. They were chasing the Champions League for so long. He moves out. They win back-to-back. It just doesn't look well on Mbappe, does it?
You could say that he's responsible for that. But in the meantime, when you see what Luis Enrique, the Paris Saint-Germain manager, has changed, the way the team has changed, the unity, everybody is playing for each other, they're fighting for each other, on the pitch. And that's why, in every team they've met, they're beating because of that. They have the quality, but they show, real mentality, unity all together, the togetherness, But Kylian Mbappe, I think I won't be the guy who will say that he's the one responsible for the mess at Madrid. I think if you have Mbappe in your team, you are in a good position to win something. Yeah. It depends as well of other players. The ego of players, in Madrid is so huge and devastating. In the dressing room.
Is he the best player on the planet?
Actually,
yeah.
I won't say that. He's one of them.
Who is?
This season, you're saying
right now, if you're going to maybe write a list of your top 5 players, who would be number 1 best player in the world right now?
I really love Olise. He's been amazing for Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
and the way he entered into the national team without any pressure, and the fight